Next, you're listening to Texas Stars Hockey.
Mercy Me is coming to Cedar Park. Introducing Mercy Me Live 2025 with Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Sam Wesley. May 8th at HEB Center. Mercy Me Live 2025 with Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Sam Wesley. For more info, visit mercyme.org.
Fans, now you can experience the AHL like never before with AHL TV on FloHockey. Watch HD quality streams of every AHL game live or on demand from wherever you are, on your desktop, laptop, tablet, phone, smart TV, or OTT device. Visit FloHockey.tv to join now and never miss a moment of AHL action.
Smoky Denmark is proud to serve the official hot dog of the Texas Stars. Family owned and operated in Central Texas since 1964, Smoky Denmark's mission is to help people make memories around food. Our all-beef hot dogs are smoked with real hickory, guaranteed to make your first bite unforgettable. As a proud sponsor of the HEB Center, we hope you'll enjoy a delicious Smoky Denmark hot dog from your nearest concession stand. You can also find Smoky Denmark sausage at any Central Texas HEB.
At Austin Telco, you're not just a customer, you're a member. We offer our members several advantages, including free checking with no minimum balance and hundreds of free ATMs. Membership is easy and open to anyone in 6 counties around the Austin metro area, and with 24 branches, chances are there's one near you. Go online and see how easy it is to join Austin Telco today, proud partner of the Texas Stars.
Welcome back to the pregame show as the Texas Stars wrap up a 6-game homestand with 2 this weekend against the Chicago Wolves, joined by head coach Neil Graham. You guys picked up the win on Wednesday, heading into the final series of this homestand. How did you like the way your team played, especially in the final 40 minutes on Wednesday?
We were very pleased with our Wednesday game. We had a focus as a group to play a certain way, which included our commitment to the defensive side of the puck and the hardness required in that area. Second efforts in terms of our tracking and details when there's a bobbled puck or a loose puck, and I thought it took a collective buy-in, and we received that, and in turn everyone was rewarded with the victory.
Speaking of that, Artu Huru's 2 goals in the third period, one of them was a race for a loose puck, the other one I think he won a puck battle in the face-off circle, but how much does that embody him as a player and what he's done for this group?
Yeah, well, the first one was a shorthanded goal, the penalty kill. Good job by Matej Blumel getting a puck on net. And then again, as you mentioned, R2 making an intelligent read in a high-pressure situation in the third period on the PK to bang that one home. And then you're spot on his second one. It was a bit of a bobbled puck. Cole Lynn made the first play. It was sitting there, and then we've seen R2 shot all year long, and if he gets a half second to get it off, he's going to make something happen.
These rare days between games that you guys have in this busy stretch, especially coming up now in the month of March, how important is it to balance the prep that you guys do and the practicing, but also with the rest?
Yeah, you know what? It's nice getting in a rhythm, too, and at first it knocks you off a little off center when we've had weeks where you play 2 games every 8 or 9 days, and that has its own obstacles. And guys like playing games, and that's the thing you got to remember. So it took us taking us a minute here. Obviously, we played extremely well Friday against Colorado, and then extremely well against GR in Game 2. And now our responsibility is to try and piece it all together. So today's important for us, but we are finding a little more symmetry as a group in just terms of the balance of rest and preparation and getting what your body needs. And I think our guys are very intelligent, and one of our best attributes is the hockey IQ in that dressing room. And guys are figuring out their new routine as we're about to embark on a ton of hockey coming up. But that's good. It's what you want. You want to play.
This team in town this weekend, you saw them in mid-December, much different looking Chicago team than last year. How unique is the challenge that they bring to the table coming in this weekend?
Well, the challenge for their group is obviously they're a good hockey club. They also play the game a lot differently than most teams in our division, and that's from a structural standpoint and a systems perspective. It takes a second when you're used to you're in the flow and you see a lot of the same stuff. And they're a very aggressive 2-on-2. They play man-on-man in the D zone, and they play to their structure well. Their penalty kills ultra aggressive, and it's important to also to recognize that in your pre-scouts, but until you live it, it's tough to replicate. So our guys are going to have to be ready. The start's going to be critical, and we're going to have to make sure we're ready to go.
Thanks as always. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Neil Graham, everybody, back after this. You're listening to Texas Stars Hockey.
Stream the Dallas Stars games for free all season long on Victory Plus.
Shot, score, Stankoven!
Victory Plus is a new streaming service giving fans access to live games and exclusive sports content. Watch episodes featuring players and behind-the-scenes moments. Plus, get extreme sports episodes, outdoor shows, and more. Download the Victory Plus app today on your smartphone and smart TV. Learn more at victoryplus.com. Victory Plus, your home for Dallas Stars hockey and more.
Everyone deserves a little something to themselves. That's why we created new Pizza Hut Melts. Treat yourself to crispy, dippable melts stacked with flavor that's just for you. Because you can't spell melts without me. Trust me, we tried. Tried in 4 mouth-watering recipes, from pepperoni lovers to chicken bacon parmesan, meat lovers to buffalo chicken, each with their own sauce that you can double dip all you want. Because you're not sharing this thing. Pizza Hut is the preferred pizza of the Texas Stars. Order online now at pizzahut.com.
Texas Superior Home Services is a family-owned and operated company that provides in-home service to Cedar Park, Round Rock, and the surrounding areas. We offer a wide range of services from make-readies and house cleanings to home maintenance and painting. Our goal is to provide quality service at an affordable price, and we're proud to have served the community for several years. Visit www.texassuperiorhomeservices.com for a free estimate today.
For the commute around town or a road trip across Texas, Volvo cars and SUVs have been thoughtfully crafted to elevate every journey with more comfort, more luxury, and more safety for everyone. Volvo cars are made to protect both people and our planet, with all electrified models ranging from mild hybrid to pure electric. Volvo Cars of Austin has the new car to meet your needs and lifestyle. Visit us online at volvoaustin.com.
Welcome back into the HEB Center at Cedar Park here in the pregame show as the Texas Stars are ready to take on the Chicago Wolves, the first of 2 this weekend. The final 2 of a 6-game homestand for Texas. They have gone 2-2 so far, with a split against the Colorado Eagles last weekend, a split Tuesday and Wednesday against the Grand Rapids Griffins, and now it's tonight's matchup with the Chicago Wolves, the 3rd meeting of 8 in the season series, the 89th meeting all time. Neil Graham joined us a moment ago, and a couple of the names that he mentioned that have been really on a hot streak for Texas for a while is Matej Blumel and Arttu Huru. And Blumel scored the first goal for Texas back in the first period on Wednesday night in what was a comeback victory. The Stars trailed 2 different times, 1-0 to Grand Rapids when Amadeus Lombardi opened the scoring, but this was the goal Matej Blumel scored to tie him for 2nd in the AHL in the scoring race. 26th goal of the year for Blumel, and this made it 1-1 on Wednesday back in the first period. Capobianco to the left wing for McKenzie. Into the zone. It's Blumel behind the defense. Scores! Natural-born sniper does it again. When you're hot, and Matej Blumel is firing away and scoring at a lethal pace right now. He had 2 last night. He has another one tonight, and it's his 26th goal of the season already. He ties the game at 1. Yeah, Blumel had 31 goals last year, his career high when he had 62 points and was an AHL All-Star. Since coming back from Dallas on January 26th, Blumel has 15 points in 12 games, including 8 goals. That's the type of run he has been on. Arttu Huru as well, we'll get to in a second. But in the second period, with the Stars trailing 2-1 on Wednesday, Kyle Loft scored his first professional goal. It was a huge one. It was the only goal of the frame, and it tied the score at 2-2. And the Stars get it to center. Romano took a big open ice hit, but it creates a 2-on-1 into the zone. Erdl to Loft. He scores! Keep the puck And how about a first professional goal that's going to be all over the highlight reel? Kyle Loft has his first in the AHL, and it ties the game at 2. It was 2-2 heading into the third, and then as you heard in our conversation with Neil Graham earlier, Arttu Huru, he wins a lot of battles, not only battles along the boards, but races to loose pucks, and he did so in the third period twice. In what was a tie game, Huru's shorthanded tap-in goal gave the Stars all that they would need. Major and Lombardi as well as Gettinger out there, but here's a shorthanded rush for Blumel. He shoots, save Campbell, rebounds loose, they score! A night of shorties, and Texas goes in front for the first time in this series on a shorthanded goal from Arttu Huru. Yeah, he wasn't done there. Later in the game with under 5 minutes to go, Huru scored his second and his 22nd of the year to put the game away for Texas in the win over the Griffins. Bengals to get around Rafferty, had it poke checked though by Buyam. Huru gets it back, shoots, and scores! Another 2-goal game for the Finn. Arttu Huru adds some insurance. Texas leads 4-2. He has both goals in the third. Yeah, his 5th multi-goal game of the year already for Huru. Let's get to tonight's starting lineups presented by Texas Orthopedics. We'll start with the visitors. The Chicago Wolves starting Dustin Tokarski between the pipes. His 11th appearance of the year. He's 6-4. He'll go up against Magnus Hellberg at the other end. The Stars veteran tied for second in the league with 19 wins. He is 19-8-1, and this is going to be his 30th appearance of the season. For the Wolves on defense, Dominic Fensori and Charles Alexis Legault are their 2 blue liners to start. The forwards will be Felix Unger-Sorum and Austin Wagner on the wings, Nikita Pavlichev in the middle. For Texas, Alex Petrovic will be paired up tonight with Kyle Loft, and the starting forwards will be the aforementioned Arttu Huru, centering Cole Lind and Kyle McDonald. We'll be back with the drop of the puck here at the HEB Center at Cedar Park and what's the AHL Game of the Week on FloHockey.
Bond Motor Works is the preferred German auto repair, performance modifications, and tuning shop of the Texas Stars, located just north of the HEB Center in Liberty Hill.
One-timer, he scores! The man cannot be stopped.
For more information or to schedule a service, visit their website bondmotorworks.com, or you can give them a call at 737-307-7007.
When you're at the HEB Center, 5-Star Event Services is there to secure and protect. Since 2000, we've provided security guards and event staff personnel for more than 40,000 sports entertainment events in Austin, Houston, and San Antonio. Our security guards and event staff are trained and state licensed while encouraging a safe, friendly, and professional atmosphere for our guests, athletes, entertainers, and all. Our license number is B09954. For more information about 5-Star, visit 5starstaff.com. That's with the number 5.
What can you expect from Blue Corn Harvest Bar and Grill? A kitchen where everything is made from scratch with fresh farm-to-table ingredients. And we're chef-owned, which means our heart is here in every order. Our focus is on every plate. We're committed to continuing the legacy of Southwestern cuisine by using only best quality and traditional ingredients to make our tacos, enchiladas, crab-stuffed chicken, blue corn crust crispy salmon, and so much more. Check out our menus online at bluecornharvest.com.
The Stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
Here's a shot, they score! Petrovic with a missile! Tipped in a save, rebound, another stop by Hellberg, and a dandy to keep it out of the net and keep his team in front. Here's McKenzie, he scores! Captain Curtis in game 700 puts his team back in the lead. Here's a shot, save made by Poirier. What a stop on Gutman! Poirier robbed him on the second try.
Here in the Lone Star State, we cool off from the heat by heading to the rink. After all, Texas is a hockey state. As they rise through the ranks, a constellation of the best and brightest stars in the system join forces to achieve one common goal: a Calder Cup.
Back to Huru at the half wall. Mitchell with the blast. They score! The big man from downtown ties it at 2. Capobianco to Hughes. He scores! He did it again. Cameron Clutch wins it in overtime.
This is Texas Stars Hockey, presented by Bud Light. Now here's the voice of your Texas Stars, John Peterson.
We are live from the HEB Center at Cedar Park in the AHL's Game of the Week. On FloHockey, it's the Texas Stars and the Chicago Wolves in Central Division play. Good evening, everyone. John Peterson here with you. The Stars will skate left to right in their green jerseys with white numbers as you follow along in the first period. The Chicago Wolves in their white jerseys with yellow numbers skating right to left. The Stars will start off with their third line of R2 Huru, Cole Lind, and Kyle McDonald against the Wolves' third line of Nikita Pavlichev, Austin Wagner, and Felix Unger-Sorum. Alex Petrovic and Kyle Loft on the Stars' blue line. And it is Dominic Fensori and Charles Alexis Legault on the Wolves' blue line. Two veteran netminders, Dustin Tokarski and Magnus Hellberg, going toe-to-toe here tonight in the Lone Star State. We're underway here in the first period. The Stars dump it in from center. It was Kyle Loft who scored his first professional goal on Wednesday against the Grand Rapids Griffins in the second period to tie that game up. The Stars ultimately won 5-2. Dominic Fensori in his own zone. He scored the last time the Wolves were here in this building back in mid-December. Brought in on the right wing side. Unger-Sorum will slide it down in behind the Stars net. It's wrapped around the boards to the right wing. And Cole Lind tries to jam it out of the zone, gets some help from Huru. Lind will cross over the Wolves' blue line as it's poke check there. And the Stars work on their first line change of the game. Fresh off the bench is Capobianco. Drag, shoots, and it just missed the net at the far post. Stars try to get one back out front, and it was tipped away from the slot area and led to center by Bradley Nadeau, but that's picked off by Strangis. Brought back in by Hughes. Left circle, fire save made by Tokarski, and the rebound was cleared away from Romano. 18:55 to go in the first period. Already a couple of good looks for Texas. Capobianco just whistled one wide of the far post. That last one was a big rebound kicked out, but Romano was not able to get there in time. Icing is going to be the call here on Texas as we get our first whistle, 1 minute and 17 seconds in. And the faceoff will come down. They're actually going to change the call. The officials got together and decide that it was the wrong call, so they're going to drop the puck at center ice here on what originally was ruled an icing. Stars will have their top line out there. Justin Ritzkovian with Matej Blumel and Curtis McKenzie. Against the second line for the Wolves, Ryan Suzuki with Josiah Slavin and Nick Sweeney. They drop the puck. Suzuki wins it. He was an all-star who helped the Central Division win the All-Star Challenge in Coachella Valley in early February in Palm Desert. His teammates with Justin Ritzkovian and Curtis McKenzie, all three are on the ice right now. Batted across the zone by Ronan Seeley and then fired back into the Chicago zone as the Wolves retrieve the puck here, and it's Scott Morrow inching his way to center, lifting it across the neutral zone, and it's bunted into the Texas end. Suzuki hustles after it. Getting there first was Gavin White for Texas. Ritzkovian jams it out of the zone. Back to retrieve is Wacom Ryan, and into the neutral zone, McKenzie will feed it back to the Chicago blue line. It's Ryan again who will snap it across, and it's thrown out to center here by Hamo Salami, and the Wolves will get a line change as White will play a D-to-D for Michael Carroll, and Carroll will send it up the left wing. No icing here as Tokarski will have to play it. Whips it over to the near side. The Stars get possession though. Erdl finds Semenoff, and he couldn't get a shot off, but it goes in behind the net. Matthew Semenoff up to the right point. Petrovic centers and fires. That one goes off a body. It bounces around. Tokarski never saw it, but it never made it to him as the puck goes wide and down into the far corner. Jack Becker on the left wing for Texas. Pestered all the way up to the half wall by Hamo Salami. Good effort by the young defenseman. Hamo Salami is able to get that puck out of the zone as he's being wrestled to the ice. Brought back in by Justin Erdl for Texas. Flips it in around the net. And now Fensori will get rid of it. Legault will send it up the right wing. Past Unger-Sorum all the way down as icing is waved. And Hellberg will have to play it. Now Petrovic up the right wing side. Taken back by Pavlichev, who threw one towards the net. A low shot glove by Hellberg, and then the play is kept alive as it comes back out into the neutral zone. No score. The first 3 minutes gone here in the first period in Cedar Park. Cole Lind on the right wing into the zone. Lind will try to center. It's broken up. Now a loose puck in front. Stars couldn't find the second one to get a shot off as Unger-Sorum gathers it, and he'll lob it back out to center. Bounces to the Texas blue line. Good pressure by Luke Chris. And now the fight for it continues in front of the Stars bench. Eventually it's flipped into the Texas end. And the Stars will work it back up the right wing for Kyle McDonald. Closed off by Morrow at his own blue line for the Wolves. Seeley gets it ahead to the Texas line, but right to Luke Chris. He'll throw it back up the right wing for McDonald, who tips it in around Tokarski's cage. Morrow pickpocketed by Hughes behind the Stars net, but he recovers. Now Hughes gets help from Strangis in the left wing corner. Antonio Strangis, top of the left circle, up to the point for Michael Caro. Kept it in as he plays it down the wall for Romano and in behind the net. Now Hughes will battle with Juha Jaska for this puck. Jaska kicks it free to Morrow, and Morrow will outlet up the middle of the ice as he connects with Justin Robida, but he was tied up by Gavin White, and the Stars get possession back. Here's Anthony Romano into the Chicago zone. Tried to leave it at the point. Nobody was with him, though, and it's cleared instead. And then Gavin White turned it over to Nadeau, who walks in, fires, and it's fought off by Hellberg. Good save by Magnus Hellberg that time. Jaska tries to center one. It's chipped wide by Robida. Now Juha Jaska again wanting to feed this out front. Caught a skate instead. Back to Jaska on the left wing boards as he works it in around the Texas net. Strangis will catch up to it on the far side, trying to jam it out of the zone. On the second effort, he does so. Gets to the center red line, and then Romano will dump it in with help from Strangis as the Stars work on a change. 15-10 left in the first period. No score here at the HEB Center. Great crowd in attendance. The second to last game of this 6-game homestand. Longest homestand of the season for Texas. Here's Matej Blumel into the attacking end. Works it in around Tokarski's net. Bouncing around to the near side. Ritzkovian tries to find the puck. He has help from Blumel. It comes up top for Petrovic, who straddles the blue line, kept it in for a moment, then had it poked away. And now racing back the other direction's Ryan Suzuki for Chicago. Suzuki stops on the left wing, tries to cycle it, but it's kicked out of the zone by Petrovic. And back to Legault at the Chicago blue line, but he misfires on the headman pass, and it's going to be icing. Intended for captain Josiah Slavin. Slavin's brother, Jacob Slavin, really opened up the eyes of many hockey fans who maybe didn't know quite how good he was. At this most recent Four Nations tournament for Team USA, Jacob Slavin with the Carolina Hurricanes, of course the NHL affiliate of the Chicago Wolves team. Josiah, the captain of the AHL squad. Dominic Fensori will chip it across the rink over by the benches. Former Iowa Wild forward Nick Sweeney out there. He's on a 3-game point streak. But another Chicago icing, successive icings as they have to keep those 5 out there. And Slavin and company will head back down in front of Dustin Tokarski. Stars will respond with their third line of Lind, McDonald, and Huru in the middle. Huru with 2 goals on Wednesday in the victory. Both came in the third period for Texas in their 5-2 win over Grand Rapids. It was his second 2-goal game of this current homestand. He has 5 goals in the first 4 games of the homestand, does Huru. He's got 5 multi-goal games this year, his first season in North America. He does have a hat trick as part of those 5. That was in Manitoba on December 29th in a 6-2 win over the Moose. Here's Josiah Slavin. He'll lift a backhander down into the Texas zone. Luke Chris is the first to it. Reverses it for Capobianco. Tries to clear. He had to take a hard hit on the play as the puck comes out front, and Chris is able to clear it out of harm's way. And then McDonald's pass was too far for Lind, and the Stars ice it in return. So Chicago will now get an offensive zone face-off, and the Stars will not be able to get a line change. 13:46 left in this scoreless first period. Got Magnus Hellberg, who was a 2011 second-round pick of Nashville in his 13th pro season, the 33-year-old out of Sweden, going up against the 35-year-old Saskatchewan native Dustin Tokarski in his 15th pro season. Originally a 2008 draft pick of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Chicago with the puck, offensive zone. Noel Gunler on the right wing, up to the point now. Ronan Seeley, he fires one wide of the Stars net. It goes in behind. Capobianco dragged it out front and then lifted the puck out to center ice as the Stars needed a change. Carried back in by Skylar Brindamore, son of Carolina Hurricanes head coach Rod Brindamore. Skylar scored a goal the last time these teams met. Strangis will lift it down into the Chicago zone. And here's Scott Morrow spinning away from Strangis. Morrow plays it out to center. Now it's Unger Sorum into the Texas zone. Petrovic is able to win that position battle, and the Stars get it out to Romano. Then his pass to Petrovic was out of his reach. It'll be another icing. So both teams have iced the puck 3 or 4 times each here in the first 7+ minutes of this first period. Not quite connecting on some of those passes just yet. These teams will see a lot of each other the rest of the way. 6 meetings, including tonight, left between these two in the regular season. Stars have just 23 games left, and 6 of them are against the Chicago team. And the Wolves have 22 games left. Anthony Romano, Antonio Stragus, and he flips it back down into the far corner of the Chicago zone. Stragus and Romano go in after it. Joakim Ryan tries to fend off Stragus. Stragus stays with it, centers one out front. Hughes wraps it on goal, save Tokarski, rebound, and he swallows up the second shot from Michael Caro. 2 saves for Tokarski, now has 4 in the period. We have a timeout on the ice. Stars with a 4-1 shots advantage, doubling their total on that last sequence. No score, though, for either side. We'll be right back. You're watching the AHL's Game of the Week on FloHockey.
Are Texas bugs bugging you? Let veteran-owned and operated Green Pest Guys win the war on bugs. Green Pest Guys uses only eco-friendly products such as essential oils inside, so you don't have to choose between the safety of family and pets or getting rid of those creepy crawlers. When you're ready to conquer those irritating insects, call Green Pest Guys at 512-456-0404 or visit us online at greenpestguys.com. And just remember, at Green Pest Guys, we never surrender.
Mercy Me is coming to Cedar Park. Introducing Mercy Me Live 2025 with Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Sam Wesley. May 8th at HEB Center. Mercy Me Live 2025 with Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Sam Wesley. For more info, visit mercyme.org.
Texas and Chicago still scoreless. First 7.5 minutes gone here at the HEB Center at Cedar Park. First of a 2-game weekend series. Stars win this draw. Kyle Capobianco at the left point flings one wide of the Chicago net. Over to the near boards. Bradley Nadeau unable to clear. Ritzkovian finds Chris, who wanted to go down into the circle for Blumel. Intercepted by Legault, but he's not able to get it out of the zone. Now Blumel chipped it high and wide, cutting right out front. Lifted it over the blocker's side shoulder of Tokarski. Here's Dominic Fensori. Up the left wing side, tipped into the Texas zone by Robida. And now Hellberg will play the puck to Capobianco. Through the middle comes Blumel. It's off a body and then chopped out to center by Chris. Fensori at his own blue line will snap it over. Across the middle of the ice for Robida. Taken away by Blumel. Angled back out, and then Robida threw it back into his own zone intended for Legault. He has to chase it down, though, and he stops back behind his net. Legault and Fensori will play catch. Fensori looking for an outlet play on this breakout. So far doesn't have a look, and now he'll angle it to center off the right wing boards. This will go all the way down. It'll be an icing on the Wolves with 11:27 left. And another attacking zone faceoff for Texas. This homestand started 8 days ago when the Stars hosted the Colorado Eagles and won 3-2 in overtime. Colorado responded a week ago with a 6-1 win, including 5 first-period goals, and then Texas dropped Tuesday's game to Grand Rapids 6-4, but bounced back in a big way Wednesday with a 5-2 win over the Griffins. Those two tied for second in the division. Chicago in fourth, 5 points behind Texas and Grand Rapids. Brought in on the left wing side by Nick Swaney. He goes back door, and that was out of the reach of his intended target. It was Ryan Suzuki, I believe. No, it was Legault who was cutting to the net, and that pass from Swaney just missed him. Lifted back out, and Semenoff will hustle after it with Seeley. Tokarski lunges out of his crease to get to that puck, sweeps it around the near side. Taken back by Becker and held in. He'll throw it down to the far corner, and Ertl will chase. Loft holds the zone at the left point. Now Justin Ertl, who assisted on Kyle Loaf's first pro goal on Wednesday. Ertl has help from Semenoff. Up top, it's Caro. D to D for Gavin White. Shoots one wide of the net. Big bounce off the back wall. It's Becker. Spins. Couldn't get a shot off. Ertl out front to Semenoff, but it's poke checked away by Fensori. And back comes Josiah Slavin into the Texas zone. He rips a shot up high off the shoulder blade of Hellberg. And Gavin White finds the loose puck in front. Lynn tries to bat it out, but it's kept in by Morrow. Scott Morrow down to the left corner. Works it up top. Here's Ryan. This shot's blocked by Kyle McDonald. Swept back around the boards by Caro. Morrow will keep it in as he plays it into an open space on the far side, but the Stars will launch it ahead, and it's Kyle McDonald into the offensive zone. Lind behind the defense, and he's hooked up going to the net, but play continues. Lind was not able to get a shot off. Back come the Wolves the other way. On the right wing, it's launched in by Turcotte. Around the Stars net, Hellberg stops it there. Now Chris tries to bat it out of there. Lind will help as the Wolves dig away. It's Gunler. And the puck hops high into the air and goes back into the Chicago end, where it's chased down by Ronan Seeley. Seeley will play catch with his defensive partner, Scott Morrow. Back up the left wing and down into the Texas zone. Luke Chris will be the first to the puck near corner. Far side, Capobianco dodges a check from Turcotte, hustling after it's Huru. And he's closed off by Seeley. And now it's fed across for Hamo Salami into the Texas zone. Spins down into the left circle out front, and the one-timer is fanned on. As that was Austin Wagner. Couldn't get good wood on the shot. Puck comes back out to center. Pavlichev will chip it into the Texas zone, but right to Luke Chris. Just over 9 minutes left in the first period. 0-0 off the skate of Strangis. Brought back in with speed by Fensori, and he fires one wide of Hellberg's net. Big bounce off the end wall, and it's swatted wide by Loft. Loft will chip it up the left wing, and here's Cameron Hughes to center, intercepted by Unger Sorum. And in front of the Chicago bench, he'll control as he wheels back through the middle. Unger Sorum taps it to let go, and he'll lob it in around the Stars net. Wagner chases. Petrovic got there first. He'll work it over to Kyle Loft. Tried to clear, and it's knocked down by Juha Jaska. Near corner, Petrovic. Again, Jaska got a piece of it, but it bounces out to center, and Justin Ritzkovian will throw it down into the Wolves zone. Shots are 4-2 right now in favor of the Stars. No score here in the first period. Went off the body of Robidas, stays in. McKenzie works it around the Wolves net. Here's Ritzkovian. Justin Ritzkovian dodges a check, throws it back to the former Chicago captain, Curtis McKenzie, this longtime Stars captain. McKenzie far corner, carves out front, behind the back, blue mound. That shot's blocked and goes over the top. And went out of play. 8:04 to go in the first period. We have another timeout. No score here in the opening stanza. You're watching the AHL's Game of the Week on FloHockey.
For the commute around town or a road trip across Texas, Volvo cars and SUVs have been thoughtfully crafted to elevate every journey with more comfort, more luxury, and more safety for everyone. Volvo cars are made to protect people and our planet with all electrified models ranging from mild hybrid to pure electric. Volvo Cars of Austin has the new car to meet your needs and lifestyle. Visit us online at volvoaustin.com.
Hey Stars fans, Sean Fronty Coffee Company is the preferred coffee of the Texas Stars at HEB Center at Cedar Park. Sean Fronty Coffee Company offers a wide array of roasts, blends, and coffee drinks. Next time you're at a Stars game, stop by the coffee cart behind section 104 and try it yourself.
8:04 left in the first period. No score between Texas and Chicago. Stars with a 4-2 shots advantage. Dustin Tokarski has faced a couple more quality chances than Magnus Hellberg has. But neither team's really thrown a lot of pucks on net. We've had quite a few icings on the other side of things. We have more icings in this first period so far than actual shots on goal. Faceoff will be to the right of Tokarski, and Ritzkovian will take the draw for Texas against Robida. Robida wins this one. Morrow guides it up the right wing. It's played back out. Nadeau's got a step with speed and help from Robida. Drags it in, goes back door, and that hops over the stick of Robida, cutting down the middle. Stars can't clear, though. It's kept in. Here's Robida again. He rips a shot. Save. Hellberg from the butterfly. Has positioning, and the puck was between the wickets. He gets the whistle with 7:46 left in the first. That is a dangerous line for Chicago. It is a top-heavy team. That forward group is really led by that top line exclusively. The Stars spread the depth around quite a bit more, but for Chicago, the Robida, Jaska, Nadeau line is one that they have to keep their eye on throughout the weekend. 38 points each for Nadeau and Robida, both tied for fourth among AHL rookies. And then you have a more veteran player, 26-year-old Juha Jaska, who spent the first 6 years of his pro career in his native Finland. This is his first year in North America, undrafted. He made his NHL debut for the Carolina Hurricanes earlier this year and spent about a month up there in Carolina. Ronan Seeley back in his own end. Carves through the middle of the ice. Left wing, it's Legault. Check that Suzuki, who tipped it down in behind the Stars net. Kyle Loaf's the first to it. Back around the right wing boards. Texas trying to clear, but Seeley comes in to pinch. And it's jammed back down to the corner for Suzuki, who's crunched by Loft. The puck is underneath right now as Stars try to dig this one free, and it's Justin Ertl. He takes a hard hit from Slavin. And it comes up the right wing side. Loaf's got a little bit of room to angle it to the center red line, and then Seeley flips it right back in. Petrovic chases it down for the Stars, stops behind his net with 6:55 to go in the first period, no score. Alex Petrovic through the middle of the ice. Long headman pass to Justin Ertl, and that one's tipped up into the stands, about 2 rows up, so not far up into the seats, but souvenir for one lucky fan. 6:46 to go in the first period, no score. As the first 2 games we saw in this season series, pretty high scoring. 9 combined goals in the first one, December 13th, and 7 combined goals on the 14th. We still have a lot of hockey to be played tonight, but Becker and Brindamore, the 2 centers. Both fourth lines out there. 2 big bodies, Jack Becker and Skylar Brindamore, to face off as the puck comes over to the near side, and Stars come away with it. Gavin White plays it across the rink. Michael Caro fires it in. Tokarski gets a piece of it. Ryan wraps it around the far side, but Caro steps up from the blue line. Left corner, it's Semenoff. Spins away from Ryan. A great move out front to Ertl, and he fanned on the one-timer in the left circle. Pushed back out by Hamo Salami. Across the rink, here's Yannick Turcotte, and Brindamore was offside at the Texas blue line. 6:24 to go in the first. Faceoff will come outside the Texas zone. 0-0. Shots are 4-3 in favor of the Stars. Couple of line changes. Home team gets last change in the AHL, and Neil Graham bringing the R2 Huru line to match up with the third line of Chicago as well, Pavlichev's line. And Huru and Pavlichev dig away at it. Fensori comes away with the puck for the Wolves, and it's lobbed in by Legault. Around the Stars net. Far side, Pavlichev up top. Legault will snap it across to Fensori. Spins on the left wing boards, carries it back up top, looks inside, couldn't get the shot through as he was upended by McDonald, and Lynn took the puck away. Here comes Huru. Huru bounces off an open ice hit from Pavlichev as it's carried in by Lind. Right circle, Huru, and a blocker saved by Tokarski. Knocked down by Capobianco. Stick handles now, chips it away from pressure from Wagner. Plays it down to McDonald. Kyle McDonald up top, Luke Chris. Centers up, goes back to Capobianco. Around the perimeter. And he tried to get it back to Chris, but it's poked out to center, and the Stars have to get back on side. Luke Chris will fire it in. Tokarski stops it along the boards behind his net. And now Fensori tries to avoid Hughes as he leads it up the left wing for Nadeau. Bradley Nadeau into the Texas zone. To the right wing side, it's thrown wide of the Stars net by Yaska. Seeley keeps it in. Nadeau to the trailer. Robida, and a save made by Hellberg. Now Morrow goes back towards, tipped into the equipment of Hellberg off of a Stars stick. But Magnus has it with 5:14 left in the first. And a face-off coming up in the Texas zone. Still 0-0. We'll be back after this. This is Texas Stars Hockey.
If you're looking for a spot to snag a coffee or beer with a friend, come on out to one of Red Horn's 3 locations right here in Cedar Park. Our original coffee roastery and brew pub sits at Palmer Lane in 1431. Our brewing facility with a coffee shop, tap room, and taco kitchen is just off Scottsdale Drive in 183A. Our newest spot, Ringside Cafe by Red Horn, is our small cafe nestled in the crossover. Open morning, noon, and night. Check our website and socials for hours and events like live music, trivia, and beer and coffee releases. Order roasted coffee directly to your door by heading to our website, redhornbrew.com, and click shop at the top. Never run out of coffee again.
Concert information. The Toby Mac Hits Deep Tour. Featuring Toby Mac and Crowder, Kane, Ryan Stevenson, and Terrian. Saturday night, March 8th at HEB Center at Cedar Park. Tickets are available at awakeningfoundation.com. Thanks to Altrua Health Share. The Toby Mac Hits Deep Tour. An Awakening Foundation event.
Two of the busiest teams in the Central Division in the month of March, Texas and Chicago. Both teams play 14 times in March, including 5 against each other. Stars will hit the road after this weekend series, and they'll make their way back to Chicago on March 9th to wrap up a 3-game journey. It starts on Wednesday, March 5th in Milwaukee with a morning game, so circle that one on your calendar for a hockey game that you might be able to pull off from your place of employment. Or if you decide to work from home that day, here's Strawn just into the offensive zone. He fires it wide of the Chicago net. Hughes was tangled up with Yaska in the neutral zone while all that was going on. 10:30 start time Wednesday morning, March 5th from Panther Arena in Milwaukee, as Texas and Milwaukee will face off one last time there in Wisconsin. Here's Robida back into the Texas zone, reverses it for Nadeau, rips a shot with a screen. That one's knocked down in front of Hellberg. Now a shot blocked in front. Now a chance. Goes over the top of the net from Seeley, who ripped it up into the high glass. Left circle, Nadeau. Back up to the point, Ronan Seeley sweeps it across as the Wolves move the puck around quickly in the attacking end. Nadeau drops it off here to Morrow. Dangles to get free, walks in, centers, and there's a collision at the net, but Hellberg makes the save, and the Stars clear it out as the net comes off its moorings. And they will need to fix that far post, but Hellberg was ready to make the stop, and there was a collision in his crease. 4:16 left in the first. Scott Morrow showing off his skill sets. Dangling around a Stars defender to get free in that left circle. Now Ritzkovian and Swaney getting into it. I think it was because Ritzkovian had his stick ripped out of his hands, and whoever it was, might have been Swaney, but whoever the Wolves player was carrying 2 sticks with him away from the whistled down play. Ritzkovian now has it back in his hands for this faceoff to the right of his goaltender Magnus Hellberg, as they have fixed the far post. 4:16 left in the first. Shots even at 5-5, no score. And Ryan Suzuki wins the faceoff. Swaney to the point for Fensori. Good play by Curtis McKenzie to poke check that one out. Fensori will chase it down at his own blue line. D to D, Legault. Legault misfires on a pass ahead, but they're going to wave off this icing as Luke Chris will bank it out towards center. It's kept in by Fensori, though, at the left point. Chris gets it back, flings it up the right wing for Blumel. Blumel will skate at the Texas logo into the zone, right up the middle, rips one wide of Tokarski's net. Low shot wide of that far post. Kept in at the left point by Capobianco. Now Fensori banks it back behind his net, D to D, and it's led up the right wing and out. Suzuki beat to the puck that time by Ritzkovian, and Blumel will chop it into the Wolves zone. Fensori will play it back across, and here's Legault up the right wing. Tipped into the Texas zone, but Chicago was offside. Whistle comes with 3:24 left in the first. Up next for the Wolves after this weekend, it's a 3-3 next weekend. They're in Milwaukee on Friday night, at home against Grand Rapids Saturday, and then they host Texas Sunday afternoon. So the Stars catch the Wolves in the last game of the 3-3. Texas does have to play the night before, though, on Saturday night in Rockford before heading to Chicago. So it's not that they will be completely well rested, but a little bit better rested than the Wolves team on Sunday afternoon. 8 days from now, Stars with the puck, attacking zone. It's Matthew Semenoff, spins away from Brindamore, far corner, cuts to the net. It came right through the crease. Nobody home to stash it away as the Wolves clear it back to center. Taking a big hit was Turcotte on the play. He's not going to like that much as they'll go after Becker. Turcotte was 77 penalty minutes in 11 games for Chicago, but he gathers the puck instead and feeds it back to his defense. Ryan up the left wing, tipped in behind the Stars net. Hellberg to Caro and around the boards and back out to center. Morrow settles it down. That pass off the stick of Huru, gathered by Brindamore, brought in by Gunler, offside. 2:38 showing. Face-off coming outside the Texas Stars zone. A couple of Texas Stars alumni had great seasons last year in the AHL, now doing big things in the NHL. The Dallas Stars won last night 6-2 against the LA Kings. 2 goals from reigning AHL Rookie of the Year Logan Stankoven. Now has 9 on the season. Maverick Bourque had a 5-game point streak going. He's the reigning AHL MVP. That point streak was snapped last night, but he also has 9 goals in his rookie NHL season. We'll get to a full scoreboard and an update on Dallas's next game coming up in our intermission. No score here in Cedar Park with 2:20 to go in the first. Luke Chris crosses the center red line. Dumps it down into the Chicago corner. Cole Lynn plays it across the slot. Stepping up was Capobianco, chipping it to himself, carving to the front, and he lost the handle. But it's held in by Luke Chris at the right point. His low shot stopped by Tokarski with a paddle save. And the puck is thrown back up the left wing and out of the zone. Goes all the way down the ice. Luke Chris will get rid of it. Here's Huru. Huru reverses it for Petrovic. He backhands it to the line, but not out. Amos Salome keeps it in the zone. That bounces over the stick of Pavlichev. Lynn tries to clear it, gets help from Chris. It was knocked down momentarily by Nadeau, but followed out to center by Petrovic. And he'll guide it down into the Wolves' corner. Minute 40 left in this first period, still scoreless. Amos Salome for the Wolves. Nadeau got a piece of it, bouncing into the Texas zone. Loft will come over from the weak side. Caught the equipment of Petrovic as the fight for the puck continues. Nadeau wanted a center one. Puck goes into the far corner, back behind the net for Bradley Nadeau. Left circle, fed that one into the slot. Strawn just picks it off. Stick handles away from pressure, leads it up the right wing for Petrovic. Petrovic into the offensive zone for Anthony Romano. He tries to stick handle around a couple of Wolves players. He's flattened, though, by Joachim Ryan. And now Strangis will slide it over to Loaf, back across the seam, and Hughes did not get a piece of it. It's going to be icing. Whistle comes with 59.4 seconds left in this first period, and the faceoff will come back down in front of Hellberg. We have 11 combined shots on net, and I didn't keep track. I should have, but I'd be willing to bet we've had close to 11 icings in this first period, maybe more. Final minute of this opening frame. Ryan Suzuki on the dot against Cameron Hughes. Comes up to the blue line, kept in by Fensori. Rips a wrist shot low and wide. Back in behind the Stars net is Josiah Slavin. Connects with Suzuki, back to Slavin, right circle, and a save by Hellberg. And he holds on to that puck with 48.9 showing. So now the Stars can get a line change if they desire. Last time they could not on the icing whistle. Texas going with the exact same roster as Wednesday night against the Grand Rapids Griffins. Same 12 forwards, same combinations, same 6 defensemen, same pairings. And Hellberg between the pipes, who picked up the victory on Wednesday with 27 saves on 29 shots. His first win since January 25th when he helped the Stars beat the Iowa Wild in Des Moines. He was, of course, injured, though, on February 1st against Coachella Valley, right before the All-Star break. Missed almost a full month. One win away from 20 for the third time in his AHL career. Long headman pass. Would have had Blumel on a breakaway. It was broken up, though, by Legault, and now a foot race for it in the near corner. Blumel swept down to the ice by Legault. Officials letting both teams play here in the first period. 20 seconds left. It's dumped in cross corner by Sweeney. Michael Caro up the left wing for Ritzkovian. Into the zone, Blumel. Blumel looks back to Ritzkovian, cuts to the net all alone. Backhander, he scores! Justin Ritzkovian opens the scoring with 7.5 seconds left in the first period. The Wolves defenders had forgotten about the talented rookie, and Matej Blumel found him in the left circle. He cut out front, one move to his backhand, and he beat Dustin Tokarski between the legs as Ritzkovian gives Texas a 1-0 lead at 19:52 of the first period. It is the 14th goal for the rookie out of Northeastern, his 43rd point, and a great way for Texas to end an otherwise scoreless first period. Teams will head back to their respective locker rooms on the horn, and Texas will get a roar from the crowd, taking a 1-0 lead into the intermission. Justin Ritzkovian from Matej Blumel, as Blumel now closes in closer to 50 points. He's at 48 as he closes in on his second straight 50-point season. Ritzkovian from Blumel. We'll see if there's a secondary assist handed out before we head to break here. It looks like Michael Caro will get the secondary assist. So for the Green Bay, Wisconsin native, Caro will pick up his 5th assist of the year. And it's Ritzkovian from Blumel and Caro at 19:52. We'll be back with our first intermission and a scoreboard update. You're listening to Texas Stars Hockey.
Bond Motor Works is the preferred German auto repair, performance modifications, and tuning shop of the Texas Stars, located just north of the HEB Center in Liberty Hill.
One-timer, he scores! The man cannot be stopped.
For more information or to schedule a service, visit their website, bondmotorworks.com, or you can give them a call at 737-307-7007.
From the heart of Gerald to the charm of Seguin, Texas, Pacesetter Homes opens the door to home ownership throughout the Lone Star State. Plus, score up to $15,000 in flex cash, perfect to use towards closing costs or a stellar interest rate buydown. At Pacesetter Homes, we believe in giving you the flexibility to make your move smooth and affordable. At Pacesetter Homes, we have homes for everyone, whether you're seeking the convenience of a townhome in Round Rock, a farmhouse in Liberty Hill, or something in between, we've got it all. Your Texan dream is just a visit away. Come visit us at PacesetterHomesTexas.com, where we're not just building houses, we're creating homes and dreams. Pacesetter Homes, our goal, our passion, your home.
Stream the Dallas Stars games for free all season long on Victory Plus. Victory Plus is a new streaming service giving fans access to live games and exclusive sports content. Watch episodes featuring players and behind-the-scenes moments. Plus, get extreme sports episodes, outdoor shows, and more. Download the Victory Plus app today on your smartphone and smart TV. Learn more at victoryplus.com. Victory Plus, your home for Dallas Stars hockey and more.
This is forward Antonio Stranges, and you're listening to Texas Stars Hockey.
One 0 Texas with a late first period goal from Justin Ritzkovian heading into the locker room with a lead against the Chicago Wolves through 20 minutes of action. John Peterson back here with you on TexasStars.com and also on AHL TV on FloHockey. It's the AHL Game of the Week on social media on FloHockey's social media pages. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast so far. And we'll get to that first period in just a bit during our intermission here. But first, as promised, let's take a look at our scoreboard update presented by Victory Plus, your home for Dallas Stars hockey and more. Stream the Dallas Stars games for free all year long on Victory Plus, as Dallas is coming off a 6-2 win last night against the Los Angeles Kings. 2 goals from Logan Stankoven in the victory. And the Stars will now prepare for the St. Louis Blues tomorrow. It's a national game tomorrow on TNT at 5 p.m. at American Airlines Center. Dallas and St. Louis in Central Division play. Meanwhile, here's what's going on in the NHL on this Saturday night. The Stadium Series is being played at the Horseshoe in Columbus, Ohio. And the Columbus Blue Jackets are leading the Detroit Red Wings 3-2, but Patrick Kane just scored for Detroit, his 15th goal of the season to close the gap. Blue Jackets, though, with goals from a couple of AHL alumni, including Denton Matejchuk, who was off to a terrific start with the Cleveland Monsters this year before he was called up to Columbus. And recently, Dean Evison, the head coach there in Columbus, said he's not going back to Cleveland. So if the Blue Jackets head coach is right, that's good news for the Texas Stars. The Stars see Cleveland 4 times here in the month of March. But the other Columbus goal from an AHL alum was Matthew Olivier, his 12th of the year for the Blue Jackets. Canadiens and Sabres are tied at 2, 5:25 to go in the second period up in Buffalo. San Jose Sharks lead the Ottawa Senators 2-1 in Ottawa. 3 minutes to go in the second period. And the Edmonton Oilers are off to a 2-0 lead in Raleigh against the Carolina Hurricanes, the NHL affiliate of this Chicago Wolves team. 2 minutes to go in the second. Corey Perry has one of the Oilers' goals, as does Adam Henrique. Flyers and Jets are even, 1-1 late in the second period at Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. Mark Scheifele with his 34th goal of the season for the Jets. The Blues are up 2-1 over the Kings after one period of play, so Dallas will be rested tomorrow when they host St. Louis, coming in on a back-to-back. Pavel Buchnevich scored his 13th of the season for the Blues. Colton Parayko his 15th, and Kevin Fiala has the only Kings goal, his 24th. Final scores in the NHL. The New York Islanders beat the Nashville Predators 7-4 in Long Island. Milwaukee Admirals defenseman Mark Del Gaizo scored his first NHL goal for the Predators in that loss. The Tampa Bay Lightning, a 3-1 win in Washington, D.C. over the Capitals today. Former Iowa Wild forward Mitchell Chaffee with a goal for the Lightning. The Panthers shut out the Flames 3-0 in Florida. And the Bruins beat the Penguins 3-2 in Pittsburgh. David Pastrnak with his 32nd for Boston. In the AHL, here's what's going on. Abbotsford's up 3-1 in Calgary after 20 minutes. Providence and Springfield are tied at 2 after 2. Riley Tufte has a goal for the Providence Bruins. Former Texas star scoring late in the opening frame. Lehigh Valley 4-2 over Bridgeport late in the second in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Rochester's up 2-1 in Syracuse after 40. And Laval is shutting out Belleville, currently 4-0 late in the second period up at Place Belle in Laval, Quebec. Wilkes-Barre-Scranton leads Hershey 3-1 after 2 in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Grand Rapids and Iowa are all square 2-2 at Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids. 2 goals from Carter Major for the Griffins. Hunter Haight and Ryan Sandelin have the Wild goals. Charlotte and Cleveland are all square, 1-1 after 40 minutes of play. Rocco Grimaldi, the former Wolves forward, with Cleveland's goal. That's at Rocket Arena in Cleveland. Utica has just beaten Hartford in a shootout 3-2. And Manitoba lost in a shootout earlier today, 2-1 to the Toronto Marlies. That's your scoreboard update here in our first intermission. Again, a late goal from Justin Ritzkovian has the Texas Stars in front. They're up 1-0 after 1. We'll be back with more of our first intermission. It's Texas Stars hockey. Texas Superior Home Services is a family-owned and operated company that provides in-home service to Cedar Park, Round Rock, and surrounding areas. We offer a wide range of services from make-readies and house cleanings to home maintenance and painting. Our goal is to provide quality service at an affordable price, and we're proud to have served the community for several years. Visit www.texassuperiorhomeservices.com for a free estimate today.
What can you expect from Blue Corn Harvest Bar and Grill? A kitchen where everything is made from scratch with fresh farm-to-table ingredients, and we're chef-owned, which means our heart is here in every order. Our focus is on every plate. We're committed to continuing the legacy of Southwestern cuisine by using only best quality and traditional ingredients to make our tacos, enchiladas, crab-stuffed chicken, blue corn crust crispy salmon, and so much more. Check out our menus online at bluecornharvest.com.
Bond Motorworks is the preferred German auto repair, performance modifications, and tuning shop of the Texas Stars, located just north of the HEB Center in Liberty Hill.
One-timer, he scores! The man cannot be stopped!
For more information or to schedule a service, visit their website bondmotorworks.com, or you can give them a call at 737-307-7007.
If you're looking for a spot to snag a coffee or beer with a friend, come on out to one of Red Horn's 3 locations right here in Cedar Park. Our original coffee roastery and brew pub sits at Palmer Lane in 1431. Our brewing facility with a coffee shop, tap room, and taco kitchen is just off Scottsdale Drive in 183A. Our newest spot, Ringside Cafe by Red Horn, is our small cafe nestled in the crossover. Open morning, noon, and night. Check our website and socials for hours and events like live music, trivia, and beer and coffee releases. Order roasted coffee directly to your door by heading to our website, redhornbrew.com, and click shop at the top. Never run out of coffee again.
Teach your kids how to manage their finances with Austin Telco's True Youth Debit Card, rated most respected credit union in Texas for youth accounts by cardrates.com. The card is designed to teach kids the importance of responsible debit card usage. With unique features like a daily spending limit and a cap on the number of transactions allowed per, you can trust that their money is safe. Visit atfcu.org to learn more. Austin Telco, true youth accounts, designed for kids, tools for parents, federally insured by NCUA.
Smoky Denmark is proud to serve the official hot dog of the Texas Stars. Family owned and operated in Central Texas since 1964, Smoky Denmark's mission is to help people make memories around food. Our all-beef hot dogs are smoked with real hickory, guaranteed to make your first bite unforgettable. As a proud partner of the HEB Center, we hope you'll enjoy a delicious Smoky Denmark hot dog from your nearest concession stand. You can also find Smoky Denmark sausage at any Central Texas HEB.
Are Texas bugs bugging you? Let veteran-owned and operated Green Pest Guys win the war on bugs. Green Pest Guys uses only eco-friendly products such as essential oils inside, so you don't have to choose between the safety of family and pets or getting rid of those creepy crawlers. When you're ready to conquer those irritating insects, call Green Pest Guys at 512-456-0404 or visit us online at greenpestguys.com. And just remember, at Green Pest Guys, we never surrender.
Stars fans, Spare Birdie Public House is proud to be the official postgame sponsor of the Texas Stars.
He scores!
Visit Spare Birdie, located on Discovery Boulevard, after all Texas Stars games and try their special Stars-themed menu items while enjoying upscale dining, gaming, and entertainment.
The comeback is complete, and Texas wins it in overtime.
Go to sparebirdie.com for more information.
Fans, now you can experience the AHL like never before with AHL TV on FloHockey. Watch HD quality streams of every AHL game live or on demand from wherever you are, on your desktop, laptop, tablet, phone, smart TV, or OTT device. Visit FloHockey.tv to join now and never miss a moment of AHL action.
This is Cameron Hughes. Now back to JP for more Texas Stars hockey.
Michael Carroll up the left wing for Ritzkovian. Into the zone, Blumel. Blumel looks back to Ritzkovian, cuts to the net all alone. Backhander, he scores! Justin Ritzkovian opens the scoring with 7.5 seconds left in the first period. Great ending to the first period for the Texas Stars. Neither team in that opening frame was able to get much going offensively. There were quite a few misfires on breakout passes that ended up going down for icings, and kind of joked up here in the press box that it was almost like there was more icings than shots on goal between these two teams, but the Texas Stars lead where it counts because of a great last push before the buzzer from that top line. Michael Carroll headman the puck up ice. Matej Blumel was patient at the blue line waiting for the play to develop, and Justin Ritzkovian just snuck in behind the Chicago Wolves defense, was left all alone in the left wing circle, and when he received that pass from Blumel, he made one quick move to his backhand and then threw the shot between the legs of Dustin Tokarski to give Texas the 1-0 lead at 19:52. Ritzkovian's 14th goal of the season from Blumel and Carroll, and so taking a closer look at Ritzkovian for a moment, the Texas Stars rookie who was one of the two All-Stars this year in Palm Desert is second among AHL rookies right now in points and tied for second in assists, leading all rookies in plus-minus. He's a plus 18, but Ritzkovian has 43 points, 3 back of Ville Koivunen, who was a part of that Jake Gensel trade last year, if you remember. Carolina Hurricanes put a package of players and prospects and draft picks together for Pittsburgh's Jake Gensel, and they weren't able to re-sign him in the offseason. He signed with the Tampa Bay Lightning, but Ville Koivunen was one of those prospects, and he is the AHL rookie leader right now. Had he not been a part of that trade, there's a good chance he would have been with the Chicago Wolves instead of the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. Just kind of how fate turned things around heading into this year. But Justin Ritzkovian, second among AHL rookies, 3 points behind Koivunen, and he leads all AHL rookies in plus-minus up to this point. He's also played a handful of games for the Dallas Stars, picked up his first NHL assist on a goal that Matej Blumel scored. Speaking of Blumel, since he came back from Dallas on January 26th after playing 7 games for the Dallas Stars, 6 during that stint, Blumel has had 16 points in the last 13 AHL games for Texas since his return. 8 goals and 8 assists, and he is 2 points away from his second consecutive 50-point season. He had 31 goals and 62 points last year in Cedar Park and was just the 6th player in team history to score 30 or more in a season. He was only the 4th player in Texas Stars history to score 30 or more goals and record 60 or more points in the same year. And he's in some elite company on that one. Travis Morin, during the season the Stars won the Calder Cup. Colton Sevier, the same season in 2013-14. And then Riley Barber had a 30-60 season 2 years ago when the Stars won the division in 2022-23. Well, Blumel is ahead of pace to top those career marks from last year at this juncture. We'll come back. The second period is right around the corner. Texas with a 1-0 lead. Ritzkovian from Blumel and Caro at 19:52 of the first. Stars with a narrow shots advantage, 7-6. Neither team with a penalty in that first period. Magnus Hellberg and Dustin Tokarski with 6 saves each. We'll be back. The drop of the puck in the second period is right around the corner. You're listening to Texas Stars Hockey.
Hey Stars fans, Spare Birdie Public House is proud to be the official post-game sponsor of the Texas Stars.
He scores!
Visit Spare Birdie, located on Discovery Boulevard, after all Texas Stars games and try their special Stars-themed menu items while enjoying upscale dining, gaming, and entertainment.
The comeback is complete, and Texas wins it in overtime.
Go to www.sparebirdie.com for more information.
Texas Superior Home Services is a family-owned and operated company that provides in-home service to Cedar Park, Round Rock, and the surrounding areas. We offer a wide range of services from make-readies and house cleanings to home maintenance and painting. Our goal is to provide quality service at an affordable price, and we're proud to have served the community for several years. Visit www.texassuperiorhomeservices.com for a free estimate today.
Smoky Denmark is proud to serve the official hot dog of the Texas Stars. Family owned and operated in Central Texas since 1964, Smoky Denmark's mission is to help people make memories around food. Our all-beef hot dogs are smoked with real hickory, guaranteed to make your first bite unforgettable. As a proud partner of the HEB Center, we hope you'll enjoy a delicious Smoky Denmark hot dog from your nearest concession stand. You can also find Smoky Denmark sausage at any Central Texas HEB.
Mercy Me is coming to Cedar Park. Introducing Mercy Me Live 2025 with Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Sam Wesley. May 8th at HEB Center. Mercy Me Live 2025 with Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Sam Wesley. For more info, visit mercyme.org.
This is Captain Curtis McKenzie, and you're listening to Texas Stars Hockey.
Welcome back to the HEB Center at Cedar Park, the AHL's game of the week on FloHockey. The Texas Stars lead the Chicago Wolves 1-0 after one. John Peterson here with you. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday night. Texas will skate right to left in their green jerseys, white numbers for the second period. Chicago will skate left to right, their white jerseys with yellow numbers. These two teams have played a lot of close games this year. Texas has played 19 one-goal games. Chicago's played 18. And both teams are two of the best in that department. We'll see if this game stays close. It is 1-0 right now. The Stars are 12-4-3 in one-goal games, and the Wolves are 13-3-2, including 2 wins against Texas in one-goal contests back in mid-December. Stars also scoring first for just the third time since the beginning of February. The Stars had allowed the first goal in 7 of their last 8 games since the All-Star break, but Texas is 17-5-3 when getting that first goal, and Justin Ritzkovian had the late goal with 7.5 seconds left in that opening frame, put his team on the board first here tonight. We are underway in period number 2. Chicago controls the puck in their own zone. Headman pass comes all the way down, wide of the Stars net, no icing, so the foot race is won by Chicago's Austin Wagner, and Felix Unger-Sorum will wrap it back around the Texas net to the far side for Pavlichev. Pavlichev wrapped up by Kyle McDonald at the moment. The puck's knocked free to Legault on the right wing boards. Tries to get it to the blue line, but it's intercepted by Lind and brought up the other way for Texas. Cole Lind stops on the left wing, looks for help. His pass, though, was in the skates of Huru. Pushed back ahead by Unger-Sorum. And on the right wing is Pavlichev into the Texas zone. Centering attempt knocked away by Lind. And Loft is able to loft it out through center. And Legault will retrieve the puck for Chicago. Morrow back to Legault. Long headman pass goes off the stick of Antonio Strajas and flew up into the stands out of play. As we'll get a whistle and a face-off here at center ice with 19:07 to go in the second. Our first whistle comes 53 seconds in. The 89th meeting all-time between these two rivals. 47-34, 4-3 is the record for Texas all-time. Pretty close series. One playoff series went the distance back in 2010. And Texas prevailed on their march to the Calder Cup final that year. And it was Jamie Benn who provided the overtime heroics in Game 7 against the Chicago Wolves in that series. Earlier in the series, Benn recorded the only Texas Stars playoff hat trick in team history as well. Here the Wolves are in the Texas zone, centered out front, and Yaska is denied by Hellberg. A great save by Hellberg that time, and the Stars got the rebound out of harm's way. Here's Anthony Romano the other way. Right circle, a shot that's tipped out of play off the stick of Ronan Seeley. The face-off will stay in front of the veteran Dustin Tokarski. Tokarski has played a lot of hockey in his day, 80 NHL games for 5 different teams, 433 AHL games coming into tonight. He signed a tryout with the Chicago Wolves back on November 1st, but he's played for the Canadiens, the Lightning, the Ducks, the Sabres, and the Penguins in the NHL. A few more teams than that in the AHL, 10 different teams. Stars will get it out to center. Matej Blumel, blazing speed in behind the defense, stops in the circle, spins one just wide as he's flattened by Hamo Salami. Here's McKenzie left corner, back around the net. And Gavin White couldn't quite keep it in the zone. The Stars have to get back on side. Now Caro's pass was tipped in the neutral zone, hops down into the Chicago end. Hamo Salami with the puck again. The Finn will work it around the boards. He took a hard hit from McKenzie behind the Wolves net. Here's Gavin White, long headman pass. McKenzie drops it off to Ritzkovian. Stops on the left wing boards. Justin Ritzkovian up top, sweeps it over to Gavin White. He shoots and it hops wide of the net. Michael Caro threw it right back through the crease and out to center. As Jack Becker will chase it down in his own zone. Chicago changing. Becker in on the left wing for Ertl. Ertl tried to feed it out front. That's picked off and batted out to center ice. Skylar Brindamore poke checked on the play by Petrovic, and here's Becker into the attacking end. High slot, rips one up high, and a blocker stopped by Tokarski. As Semenoff will work it in behind the net for Becker. He's closed off by Legault. Justin Ertl frees it up, intercepted on the near side, and lobbed out of the zone by Nick Sweeney. Turcotte beat to the puck by Petrovic. Petrovic will carve back out to center. Left wing into the zone, Semenoff. Semenoff tied up by Legault. Turcotte comes over to help out his defenseman. Petrovic kept it in at the left point as it's controlled now by Skylar Brindamore. 16:50 left in the second. 1-0 Texas on that late first period goal from Justin Ritzkovian. Deflected by Turcotte down in behind the Stars net. Lind around the boards to the right wing, McDonald. Saucers it back across to Petrovic. Dangles into the offensive zone. Petrovic tried to set up Huru and it's poke checked. Back the other way with speed into the Texas zones. Wagner tries to get around Capobianco and he shoveled it wide. Wagner again on the left wing. Wagner leaves it at the point. Carrying it down the wall is Seeley. Spins at the half wall. Plays it up top to Scott Morrow. A spinorama, second time we've seen that move in that left circle. Other end of the ice last time in the first period. And this time Morrow lost the puck to Capobianco in the corner. Back over to Huru with lots of room into the Wolves zone. Huru leaves it on the boards. Lind tries to go back to him. It's intercepted and brought back out with a step. Here comes Noel Gunler. His wrist shot knocked down by Hellberg, and the rebound is pulled back in to the Trapper. Hellberg gets the whistle with 15:56 to play in period number 2. Shots even at 8-8. Texas with that 1-0 lead. Undrafted rookie Justin Ritzkovian, over a point per game in his final college season last year. And he was named the Hockey East best defensive forward. We know about his ability in his own zone, but he's put up almost a point per game again at the professional level in his first full season. Excellent on the face-off dot. Plus 18, plus minus, is the best on the Stars roster and best among AHL rookies for Ritzkovian. But his goal late in the first period opened the conversation here tonight. Felix Unger-Sorum with the puck behind the Texas net. The youngster for Chicago, right wing corner. Unger-Sorum lobs it up top to Ryan. Back over to the left wing side. Joachim Ryan again, wrist shot, and that one is gloved by Hellberg. Sliding to his left to make that catch. Big Nikita Pavlichev was in front of him, providing the screen, the 6'7" forward out of Russia. Face-off will be to the left of Hellberg. Mentioned if Hellberg wins tonight or just wins one more game this season, he'll get to 20 for just the third time in his AHL career. Fourth time as a pro. The 33-year-old last did so in the KHL in St. Petersburg in 2018-19. 2 times he's had 20 or more wins at the AHL level. 2015-16 was the last time when he was an all-star for the Hartford Wolfpack. 30 wins that year. And his rookie season in Milwaukee was the other time Hellberg won 20, won 22 that year with the Admirals, 2012-13 season. Stars are going to be penalized for a delay of game. It's the first time tonight either team's been penalized, and it was Anthony Romano who accidentally lifted it out of play without catching anything. And so Texas will play a man short for 2 minutes. Romano for delay of game at 4:28. So Chicago goes to the power play where they're 25th in the AHL, 16.6%. They were 1 for 4 on Wednesday against the Iowa Wild in a 6-4 loss, but they have gone 3 straight games with a power play goal. Stars penalty killers, 18th in the league, 82.1%. Texas wins the faceoff. Caro wraps it around the boards and out. Here's Huru shorthanded. He has 2 shorthanded goals this season, including the game winner on Wednesday against Grand Rapids, shorthanded. Caro fumbles the puck, though, and under pressure, it's taken back. Yaska, backdoor, backhander stopped by Hellberg, and the Stars find it. And Caro launches it all the way down as he thanks his goaltender. Blumel hustling in after it. Wrapped around the Chicago cage. Here's Juha Yaska. He'll stop it for Robida, pressured by Ritskovian. Justin Robida was the overtime hero on December 13th in this building. Ryan Suzuki on the right wing, tied up by Caro, brought in by Morrow. Right circle, cuts to the net, dangles and fires, he scores! He fooled Hellberg with the toe drag and the shot that goes through the 5-hole. It's a power play goal for Scott Morrow, and the game is tied at 1. So the first penalty of the night on a delay of game cost the Stars on the ensuing Chicago power play. Morrow's 13th of the year. He was tied for 7th among AHL rookies this year and tied for 5th among all defensemen coming into the night in points. That was his 38th point of his rookie season. Power play goal for Morrow ties the score at 5:16. And it's 1-1 here in Cedar Park. Ryan Suzuki and Justin Robida with the 2 assists at 5:16. That gives Ryan Suzuki 9 assists in his last 10 games since the All-Star break. Stars in the offensive zone. Ertl tries to find Becker. It catches a Chicago skate, lifted to the line, held in by Capobianco. Worked in around the Wolves' net. Fensori reverses it for Legault. Up the right wing side for Gunler. Tapped out to center. Here comes Brindamore into the Texas zone. Tries to get around Ertl. Knocked to the ice is Ertl, but he tries to get back up as Brindamore stick handles in the corner. Here's Yannick Turcotte down low to Brindamore. Trying to fend off Justin Ertl. Left wing side, Brindamore to Noel Gunler. He's poke-checked, and out comes Jack Becker the other way for Texas. They'll hand off to Capobianco, who drops it for Semenoff. He fires, save Tokarski. Rebound swatted wide by Becker. Jack Becker in the far corner. Fensori is on him. Becker eating up a little bit of time while the rest of his line mates change. Cole Lynn fresh off the bench out there with Kyle McDonald. And now R2 Huru, a 1-1 game, 13:35 to go in the second on the power play goal from Scott Morrow. Petrovic deep in his own end. Works it D to D for Loft. He'll skate out from behind the net. Loft lifts it off the glass. That caught a body and stayed in, and it's dumped back down into the corner by Joachim Ryan. Up the right wing side, the Stars still can't clear. It's held in a second time by Ryan. Unger Sorum will go left circle, a shot. Save made Hellberg, rebound thrown off the side of the net by Unger Sorum. That close for Chicago to going in front. Pavlichev keeps it in the zone again. The Stars 3 chances to clear. They couldn't do so. Now Loft, left wing to Huru. Now the Stars are out to center. This puck is tipped out of play over the penalty box glass and into the stands. 12:55 left in the second period. The Wolves have tied things up on the first power play of the game for either side. The Stars were whistled for delay of game, and Scott Morrow scores his 13th of the year at 5:16. We'll be right back. It's the AHL's Game of the Week on FloHockey.
When you're at HEB Center, 5-Star Event Services is there to secure and protect. Since 2000, we've provided security guards and event staff personnel for more than 40,000 sports entertainment events in Austin, Houston, and San Antonio. Our security guards and event staff are trained and state licensed while encouraging a safe, friendly, and professional atmosphere for our guests, athletes, entertainers, and all. Our license number is B09954. For more information about 5-Star, visit 5starstaff.com. That's with the number 5.
Concert information. The Toby Mac Hits Deep Tour. Featuring Toby Mac and Crowder, Kane, Ryan Stevenson, and Terrian. Saturday night, March 8th at HEB Center at Cedar Park. Tickets are available at awakeningfoundation.com. Thanks to Altrua Health Share. The Toby Mac Hits Deep Tour. An Awakening Foundation event.
Texas with the only goal in the first period. Chicago has answered here in the second on the power play. Scott Morrow making it a 1-1 score. Third meeting of 8 between these teams in the regular season. Very possible playoff matchup as well, but we still have a little over 20 games left in the regular season to determine whether that's the case. Here come the Wolves into the Texas zone. Nick Sweeney with the toe drag. His shot sails over the Stars net into the glass. Stays in play though. Sweeney back behind the Texas cage. Now in the right wing corner. It's scooped up by Ryan Suzuki. Fed out front to Sweeney. Denied with the right pad by Hellberg. Ritzkovian back to center for Blumel, and he'll dump it into the attacking end. Tokarski out to play it. Behind his net to the far side, it's Ritzkovian. Spins and fires. That shot wide. Stepping up's Capobianco from the left point. Down low to Blumel behind the net. Back to Capobianco, right corner. Out front to McKenzie. Handcuffed him at first. Second try thrown off the side of the net. As he finally got his stick on it, it went off his skate first. Now a headman pass. Suzuki got a piece of it to negate the icing. And Hellberg almost gave it right back to Suzuki, but Capobianco will intercept. And he'll find Luke Chris. Long stretch pass to Cole Lind into the zone. Lind has Hughes with him. Lind tried to go to Hughes, diving to break it up. That time a couple of Wolves. Robidal was in the picture, as was Fensori. I think it was Nadeau who ultimately got a stick on it. Down low, chipped over the net by Cameron Hughes. On the near side, Nadeau, breakaway for Justin Robida, and a save by Hellberg with the blocker. Some end-to-end action. Stars get it back. Petrovic up the right wing, swept across to Antonio Strangis, but he overskated the puck. And now numbers for the Wolves 3-on-2. Centered, and Nadeau is robbed by Hellberg. And then Yaska goes crashing into the Stars goaltender, who folds back into his net as play continues. Up top, Legault. Fensori pump fakes. Left circle. And that centering pass went all the way through. Stars need a clear here as Lind controls the puck, reverses it to Strangis. Strangis angles it out to center, and it'll be gathered by Fensori. Back up the left wing and offside at the Texas line was Yaska, who's bumped on the play by Lind after the whistle with 10:57 to go in the second period. Still a 1-1 game, but both teams could easily be in the lead right now with action at both ends of the ice. The goalie's keeping it out. That's their job, but Hellberg paid the price that time as Yaska and a member of the Stars, I didn't catch a number, both folded over the top of the veteran goaltender. Play was allowed to continue as the puck was free and Hellberg was not deemed to be in a vulnerable position. Face-off coming up in front of the Chicago bench. Skylar Brindamore, Jack Becker, two fourth-line centers. Brindamore wins the face-off, but splits his defense, and that'll chase Heimo Salami back into his own zone. Third-year pro out of Finland, but first year in North America. Was a second-round pick in 2021. In the offensive zone comes Brindamore, right wing corner. He's knocked off the puck by Michael Carroll. Romano leads it in behind his net for Chris. Far side Semenoff. The Wolves close in, deliver a sandwich there on Semenoff, but the Stars free up the puck, and it's wrapped around the boards and out. Anthony Romano took a hard hit as he entered the Chicago zone. Hamos Salami delivered that check. Becker went in for a big hit, but the Wolves player got out of the way. I believe it was Brindamore. On the far side, carried in by Gunler. Poked off his stick. There's about 7 Wolves on the ice right now, right in front of the officials, and that was a sloppy change, but they did not get called for too many men. The Stars bench was irate. Then Kyle McDonald might have got away with a trip in the neutral zone, which maybe made up for it, if you will. McDonald tried to clear it, held in at the point. Here's a shot, save made by Hellberg on Wagner, and Caro tried to clear it but gave it right back to Wagner, and then he sends a pass out of the zone away from Morrow, so he'll have to recover it in the neutral zone. Morrow back in on the left wing comes Austin Wagner. Chops it in around the Stars net, right wing corner Pavlichev. Crunched by Michael Caro, and here's Luke Chris. He'll lift it out, Morrow knocks it down at center ice. Wolves get back on side as it's brought in by Felix Unger-Sorum. Threw one through the crease. Hellberg, the save on Wagner. One of his best tonight. With 9:20 to go in the second, it's still a 1-1 game. You're watching the AHL's Game of the Week on FloHockey.
We interrupt this call to bring you a special message. The Big New Yorker's back. Say hello to 6 extra large slices big enough to hold more cheese on a crispy, fluffy crust that you gotta fold it just to eat. I mean, you don't have to fold it, just a suggestion. Pizza Hut is the preferred pizza of the Texas Stars. Order online now at pizzahut.com. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Mercy Me is coming to Cedar Park. Introducing Mercy Me Live 2025 with Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Sam Wesley. May 8th at HEB Center. Mercy Me Live 2025 with Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Sam Wesley. For more info, visit mercyme.org.
Past the halfway point of the hockey game on this Saturday night in Cedar Park, Texas. 1-1 the score, 9:20 to go in the second period. Justin Ritzkovian with the late first period goal for Texas. Scott Morrow with the early second period power play goal for Chicago. Ritzkovian's 14th, Morrow's 13th. Face-off coming up to the right of Magnus Hellberg, who has stopped 15 of 16. The Wolves have had more chances in the second period. 10-3 are the shots in this middle frame. Capobianco races in on the right wing into the Chicago zone. In the corner, will cycle it in around the net. Stepping up from the left point, Matej Blumel down to the corner, Ritzkovian. Behind the net, Blumel again. Right corner, threw it out front, off of a skate. Then McKenzie got a piece of it. Blumel behind the net to Ritzkovian. Ritzkovian trying to turn away from Fensori. Wraps it around the boards to Petrovic at the right wing wall. He cycles it down low to McKenzie. McKenzie strong on the puck. Centers one out front. Loose puck. Blumel rips it up into the equipment of Tokarski, who makes a big save for Chicago on one of the league's leading scorers. Ritzkovian kept it in. Right wing corner. McKenzie. McKenzie chased by Legault. Good poke check by Cameron Hughes fresh off the bench. He'll get the puck back from Blumel. Hughes behind the cage, looking out front. Doesn't have it yet. Out now, carries it into the circle. Center, save Tokarski, who's down. And then it's jammed wide by Blumel. On the near side, Hughes tries to take it back, but it's recovered by Suzuki, and he'll angle it up the right wing boards and all the way down. This might be icing. Nope, they're going to wave it off. Cole Lind, Petrovic up the right wing. He misses loafed, and this will be icing. So the Stars probably should have garnered an icing on that last missed pass by Suzuki, but the linesman waved it off, and then the Stars launched it down the ice, which was an obvious icing, and that one was called. 8:01 to go in the second. The face-off will come in front of Magnus Hellberg. The Stars will not be able to get a line change. Cole Lind still pleading his case. He is not pleased with one of our two linesmen on that one. Lind's going to take this face-off against Yaska. Tie up on the dot. Cameron Hughes comes away with it. He'll lob it to the Chicago line. Ryan avoids Strangis. Angles it back out to center, and it's recovered by Petrovic. Robidas closing in. Petrovic finds Hughes in front of the benches. That pass caught the skate of Yaska, and it's taken away, and here comes Robida into the Texas zone. Wanted to drop it for Yaska. Good active stick that time by Kyle Loft to step in that passing lane and get a piece of it. And now Lynn tried to clear, and it came right out front quickly, but Loaf finds the loose puck. And he connects with Strangis at center. Strangis dumps it in. Tokarski looks behind him as Hamos Salami will avoid Strangis. Now he tries to spin away from Semenov, and he leads it back up the left wing and out. Into the Texas zone comes Nadeau. Left circle, Yaska. Passes behind Nadeau, and the Stars come away with it. It's Strangis. Strangis crosses center, tries to stick handle, lost the puck and some skates, and Robida will throw it back to Yaska on the right wing side. He turned it over to Loft, who just calmly chips it out of the zone, and the Stars needed a change. No icing here. They'll get one as it was tipped at center. Seeley under a lot of pressure by Erdl and Semenov. Stars force the turnover. Semenov tried to center. It comes up top instead. Capobianco at the left point. D to D for Chris. His shot's blocked by Turcotte. Goes down into the far corner. Erdl going in after it. Turcotte's got positioning. Turcotte frees it up for Seeley. Back around the boards, and it hops out to center, and Luke Chris will chase it down in front of the Chicago bench. Tried to angle it up the boards. It caught the skate of the linesman. And now the Stars couldn't find the bouncing puck, and Brindamore just will throw it back to his defense and head up ice as Morrow plays catch with Seeley up the left wing. It's tipped into the Texas zone. Here's Capobianco. His pass too far for Erdl, but fresh off the bench was McDonald into the offensive zone. Top of the circle, drops it for Erdl, his former junior teammate. Erdl and McDonald played with the North Bay Battalion 2 years ago in the OHL together. McDonald on the left wing. Nice spinorama pass to Gavin White. Fresh off the bench is Lynn. Toe drag, fire save, rebound, another save. Tokarski on Huru. And Tokarski has it between the pads. A little bit of a scrum afterward with 5:55 left in the second period. Still tied at 1, and Tokarski facing a couple in a row there after most of the action had been down at the other end, the middle part of this second period. Timeout on the ice, still 1-1. It's the AHL's game of the week on FloHockey.
For the commute around town or road trip across Texas, Volvo cars and SUVs have been thoughtfully crafted to elevate every journey with more comfort, more luxury, and more safety for everyone. Volvo cars are made to protect people and our planet, with all electrified models ranging from mild hybrid to pure electric. Volvo Cars of Austin has the new car to meet your needs and lifestyle. Visit us online at volvoaustin.com. Hey Stars fans, Chanfrani Coffee Company is the preferred coffee of the Texas Stars and HEB Center at Cedar Park. Chanfrani Coffee Company offers a wide array of roasts, blends, and coffee drinks. Next time you're at a Stars game, stop by the coffee cart behind Section 104 and try it yourself.
Texas has closed the shots gap just a bit here in the second period, and the score is 1-1 with the Chicago Wolves. The Wolves had a 10-3 shots advantage. That has closed down to 10-7 in this middle frame. 16-14 is the margin so far through the first 35 minutes of this game. Face-off will be to the left of Dustin Tokarski. Veteran goaltender taking his place between the pipes, his 11th appearance of the season. He's a Calder Cup champion in 2019 with the Charlotte Checkers, and it just so happened to be against the Chicago Wolves that Tokarski won the Calder Cup. His goaltending partner on that Charlotte team was none other than Alex Nedeljkovic. Pretty good tandem. Of course, Chicago had Curtis McKenzie as their captain that year when they went to the finals in 2019. Here's Cole Lind into the Wolves zone. Lind up to the right point. Handed off to Gavin White. The puck just bounced on him, though, and trickled outside the zone. And now offside is the call with 5:26 to go in the second. Curtis McKenzie, the year prior, was the captain in Cedar Park and led the Texas Stars to the Calder Cup finals. Back-to-back years as the captain of two different teams. His teams went to the final round of the playoffs. Pretty impressive for Curtis McKenzie, who's going to go down as one of the all-time Texas Stars greats, already is, and he's still playing at 33. Just turned 34. I don't want to sell him short. Stars into the offensive zone. McKenzie out there with Ritzkovian and Blumel on this top line. Puck is iced by Chicago, and the faceoff will come all the way back down in front of Tokarski. Stars have a couple players closing in on the 40-point club. Artu Huru's 1 point away. Cole Lind's 2 points away. There are already 4 players with 40 or more points this year, including Blumel, Ritzkovian, Hughes, and Strongis. It's a deep team this year for Texas, and it shows as Blumel's backhander comes up high on Tokarski, and good rebound control for the veteran. He took that one under the chin and kept it pinned there. His chest protector. Tay Blumel throws a lot of shots at the net. Leads the Stars far and away in shots on goal this year at 158 coming into the night. Next closest was Antonio Strongis with 129 shots. Face off to the right of Tokarski. To the left wing, it's Ritzkovian. Cycles it looking for McKenzie. That's closed out by Joachim Ryan, and he'll lift it out to center. Knocked down by Capobianco off a Chicago stick, recovered by Blumel. Capobianco in his own end. He'll launch it all the way down, and this will be a Texas icing with 4:53 left in this middle frame. Chicago's goal again coming from Scott Morrow, with Suzuki and Robida getting the assist. That gives Robida a 4-game point streak. And Suzuki now with 9 assists in his last 10 games, as I mentioned. That was earlier in this period, about 10 minutes ago of game time. On the only power play of the game for either side, we've had 1 penalty, and it was a delay of game on Texas. Blumel to Ritzkovian, dangles into the attacking end, right wing side, carries it to the corner. Justin Ritzkovian tries to spin away from Seeley, hands the puck off to Blumel. Up top, Kyle Loft chips it back down into the left wing corner. Now McKenzie fighting for it behind the net. McKenzie out front, it's Loft cutting to the net. He's poke checked, and back come the Wolves as they try to turn it into numbers the other way. Nadeau lobs it all the way down for Morrow. Texas catches up back in their own end. Petrovic pokes it free. Hughes was knocked down, but Blumel finds the puck. At the end of his shift, will dump it in towards the net. Tokarski will play it. 4:10 to go in the second, 1-1. This outlet pass caught a back skate of Robida. He's got to catch up to it and bank it all the way down. Hellberg will stop the puck. Sweeps it away to Kyle Loft up the left wing for Strongis. Couldn't catch it cleanly, though. Strongis now gets the puck back at the center red line. Tries to split the defense, but he's knocked away by Legault. And Fensori will skate away from Strongis. On the left wing out to center, it's Slavin into the Texas zone. Suzuki guides it down into the far corner. Petrovic works it back up the right wing boards, but another Texas icing coming up here as the whistle blows with 3:34 left in the second. Not an official stat, but this game has to have the most icings of any game Texas has been a part of this season. Combined, these two teams have had a lot of these resets. This one will be to the right of Magnus Hellberg. Cameron Hughes on the dot against Ryan Suzuki, and Hughes wins this one. Petrovic tries to clear it around the boards, and it was tipped out of play. Went off the glass before catching that protective netting. So on the whistle, the faceoff will stay in, and because it was no longer on an icing, the Stars can get a line change, and they will use this opportunity to do so. They've got Ertl's line coming on with Semenoff and Becker. 3:30 left in the second period in a 1-1 game. Faceoff will be to the right of Magnus Hellberg. Jack Becker on the draw against Ryan Suzuki. Suzuki wins it up top. Fensori, a shot. Stick save Hellberg. Rebound gathered by Ertl. Third round pick in 2021 by Dallas. Will lead it up the left wing side. Fensori catches up to the puck. Close behind is Semenoff. Fensori now trying to dodge Ertl. And he's able to do so as the Wolves escape. Here's Suzuki. Overskates the puck, then tried to set up Legault, but turns it over. It's Becker the other way. Becker to Ertl. Couldn't gain the zone onside. The Stars have to get back and tag up. Michael Carroll will motor in. He finds Becker cutting in. Right circle. Semenoff drags. Shoots. That's blocked. And Chris comes in from the point to keep the play alive. Luke Chris cycles it down low. Legault pestered by Semenoff. Now on the far side, the Wolves have the puck as Semenoff and Fensori collide behind the net. Both went down to the ice. Back at center ice, meanwhile, Becker will shoot it in as the Stars have to get back on side. They're in the midst of a change anyway, with 2:35 to go in this middle frame. 1-1 the score here in front of a great crowd at the HEB Center at Cedar Park tonight. Brought out from behind his net by Hamo Salome. His pass misses as it hops over the stick of his target on the left wing side, and back come the Stars the other way. Kyle McDonald. McDonald on the right wing has his shot blocked. Scooped up in the slot. The Stars get a poke check to win it back, and then it bounces out to center as Turcotte will hustle after it into the Texas zone. Here's Capobianco, and his pass was behind Huru. It's another icing. A minute 57 to go in the second period. A lot of tired legs out there, it looks like. Both teams played on Wednesday. Chicago was in Des Moines, Iowa, and Texas is in the 5th game in 9 days here at home. Tomorrow's the 6th game in 10 days during this season-long homestand. Face off to the right of Hellberg. On the far side, Hamo Salome, left circle, spins, tried to center. That comes all the way through to the right corner. Back up top, Joachim Ryan. Back in behind the net now. Right circle, thrown right through the crease by Pavlichev. Left wing point, it's Hamo Salome. Pushed down into the corner again. Capobianco stepped in the way. And then Pavlichev blindly threw one up to the point that chases Joachim Ryan all the way back into his own zone. Ritzkovian will go in on the forecheck. Stars begin a change. Back through center. Wagner. Chip down into the Texas corner. Petrovic reaches out to poke that one away from Unger Sorum. This pass from Capobianco does not connect with Lind. It's another Texas icing with 1:12 left in the second. So the faceoff will make its way right back down to Magnus Hellberg. Now the good news on an icing is, for the goaltender at least, they can catch their breath and reset, refocus. Hellberg has had many opportunities to do that tonight. He'll look to the right for this faceoff. Ritzkovian will go up against Juha Jaska. Both players made their National Hockey League debuts this year for their respective clubs. One by Jaska, shot from Morrow goes wide. Karams around the boards to Seeley at the left point. He'll snap it back across to Scott Morrow. Morrow tries to go into the slot, and it's knocked away from Nadeau by McKenzie. Tokarski comes way out of his net. He'll play it away from Curtis McKenzie as the Stars begin to change. Nadeau up the left wing. Final minute of this second period as it's sent in around the Texas net. Caro tries to clear, knocked down on the first try. Got it out to Blumel on the second. Here's McKenzie on the left wing. Dangles into the slot, McKenzie! Oh my goodness, what a save by Tokarski on one of the greatest moves you'll see Curtis McKenzie make. That was unbelievable. Curtis McKenzie just dazzled in on goal, and somehow Tokarski was able to keep that out of the net. Back come the Stars with numbers. Cameron Hughes has Ritzkovian with him. Hughes, left circle, fire, save, rebound, they score! It ricocheted in after Cameron Hughes was stopped by Tokarski, and Texas goes back in front with their second goal of the night in the final minute of a period. Tokarski's furious. He's shouting at the referee as he goes back to the Chicago bench, but Cameron Hughes with the initial shot. Tokarski made the initial save, and then crashing the net was Ritzkovian. It might have gone in off of him or the Chicago defender. It was the Wolves defender getting back into the play. That's going to be Cameron Hughes' goal at 19:46 of the second period. I think Tokarski was mad about the Curtis McKenzie scoring chance when McKenzie went crashing into the end boards and Tokarski was outstretched in his crease, and he thought for some reason or another there should have been a whistle. The Stars will go back in front 2-1. And one last rush before the buzzer here at the end of the second. They won't get a shot off, but they'll carry a 2-1 lead into the third. Not a single penalty on Chicago through 40 minutes. The Stars took the first penalty of the game on a delay of game, and the Wolves made them pay to tie it up at 1. But for the second straight period, Texas scores in the waning seconds. and they go back in front 2-1 after 40. Cameron Hughes with his 19th goal of the year from Matej Blumel, who now has 2 assists in this game. Time of that goal, 1946. We'll come back with our second intermission after this. You're listening to Texas Stars Hockey. Picture this, Austin, your dream home becoming a reality. At Pacesetter Homes, we're not just builders, we're dream makers. Our mission is simple yet powerful, to craft the home you've always envisioned. Whether you're a first-time buyer stepping into homeownership or a savvy seeker of an upgrade, Pacesetter Homes has the perfect match for you. We're here to guide you through this exciting journey, ensuring that your home reflects your unique style and needs. With Pacesetter Homes, customization is key. From floor plans to finishes, we give you the canvas, you create the masterpiece. And we're committed to quality, delivering excellence in every nook and cranny. So why wait? Make your move and turn those dreams into bricks and beams. Visit PacesetterHomesTexas.com today, and let's make your dream home a reality. Pacesetter Homes, our goal, our passion, your home.
Concert information. The Toby Mac Hits Deep Tour. Featuring Toby Mac and Crowder, Kane, Ryan Stevenson, and Tarian. Saturday night, March 8th at HEB Center at Cedar Park. Tickets are available at AwakeningFoundation.com. Thanks to Altrua Health Share. The Toby Mac Hits Deep Tour, an Awakening Foundation event.
Stream the Dallas Stars games for free all season long on Victory Plus. Shot, score! Steve Coven! Victory Plus is a new streaming service giving fans access to live games and exclusive sports content. Watch episodes featuring players and behind-the-scenes moments. Plus, get extreme sports episodes, outdoor shows, and more. Download the Victory Plus app today on your smartphone and smart TV. Learn more at VictoryPlus.com. Victory Plus, your home for Dallas Stars hockey and more.
This is forward Cole Lind, and you're listening to Texas Stars Hockey.
Had a couple of crazy sequences tonight in this game between Texas and Chicago. There have been moments of back-to-back-to-back icings, and things have kind of moved along slowly. And then there have been moments of fire wagon hockey where we've had end-to-end action, chaos at both ends of the ice. And for the Texas Stars, 2 different leads, and both have come on late goals in the first 2 periods of play. In the first period, Justin Ritzkovian, with 7.5 seconds left, made it 1-0. Ritzkovian is 14th of the season. After Chicago tied it in that second period on Scott Morrow's 13th, the power play goal. Cameron Hughes with a late second period goal on another crazy sequence. That previous rush up ice Texas had, Curtis McKenzie, almost scored the goal of the year. Not known for his hands necessarily, but that was one of the prettier moves you'll ever see him make. It was a beauty. And Dustin Tokarski just made an even better save with his right pad. The puck went all the way down to the other end of the ice briefly. And then in the final seconds of the period, the Stars went up ice on an odd man rush. It easily could have been a 3-on-1, but Matej Blumel was upended at the Texas blue line and made it a 2-on-1 instead. And it was Cameron Hughes and Justin Ritzkovian. Hughes' shot went off the blocker of Tokarski. It ricocheted off the Chicago defenseman scrambling back into the play and went into the net to give Texas their second lead, 2-1 in 1946. 19th of the year for Hughes. Blumel's second assist of the game, and now he is at 49 points, 1 away from his second straight trip to the 50-point club, and he still has a lot of hockey left to surpass last year's numbers. With 2 assists in this game now for Blumel. It's 2-1 after 1. We'll get to that a little bit more later on in this second intermission. First, though, let's get to a scoreboard update brought to you by Victory Plus, your home for Dallas Stars hockey and more. Dallas is off tonight. They are back at it tomorrow at American Airlines Center as they host the St. Louis Blues at 5 p.m., coming off a 6-2 win against the Los Angeles Kings last night. 2 goals from Logan Stankoven in that game, his 8th and 9th of the season for Dallas. They scored twice on the power play and a shorthanded goal in that game from Sam Steele in the third period as Dallas beat Los Angeles and ended the Kings' impressive point streak that they were on. Games going on in the NHL right now. Of course, all eyes were on that outdoor game, the Stadium Series between Columbus and Detroit. And at the Horseshoe in Columbus, Ohio, the Blue Jackets win 5-3. So their fans will head home happy. Adam Fantilli capped the scoring with an empty netter in the final couple of minutes. Other finals from today: Tampa Bay beat Washington 3-1 in Washington, D.C. Florida shut out Calgary 3-0, and Boston edged Pittsburgh 3-2 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The New York Islanders put up 7 in a 7-4 victory against the Nashville Predators. Predators made a splash today, sending Gustav Nyquist back to the Minnesota Wild for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft. So that could potentially help the Central Division in the AHL if that takes one of the Milwaukee Admirals players and gets them sent up to Nashville to fill that spot from Gustav Nyquist, but we'll see. A former Admiral, Mark Del Gaizo, who was called up earlier this week, scored his first NHL goal for Nashville in that loss. New Jersey 1-0 over Utah. That is late in the first period, as Nico Hischier has his 25th of the season for the Devils. The Blues lead the Kings 3-1 after 2 in St. Louis. Flyers and Jets are headed to overtime in Winnipeg, tied at 1. Later tonight, Chicago's in Anaheim, and Vancouver is just down the road in Seattle in a budding rivalry in the Pacific Northwest. Canadiens 3-2 over the Sabres. 6 minutes to go in that game in Buffalo. The Senators now lead San Jose in comeback fashion 4-2. The Sharks led in that game for most of it, but the Senators have jumped in front with 5 minutes to go. And Edmonton has taken a 2-1 lead over Carolina down to the final minute of regulation, as the Oilers have a power play to end the game with the lead. So tough sledding for the Hurricanes to try to tie that game up. That is your NHL scoreboard. We'll get to some AHL scores in our next segment of the intermission. We'll have to take a quick break, though. First, Texas leads Chicago 2-1 after 2. You're listening to Texas Stars Hockey.
Smoky Denmark is proud to serve the official hot dog of the Texas Stars. Family owned and operated in Central Texas since 1964, Smoky Denmark's mission is to help people make memories around food. Our all-beef hot dogs are smoked with real hickory, guaranteed to make your first bite unforgettable. As a proud sponsor of the HEB Center, we hope you'll enjoy a delicious Smoky Denmark hot dog from your nearest concession stand. You can also find Smoky Denmark sausage at any Central Texas HEB.
At Austin Telco, you're not just a customer, you're a member. We offer our members several advantages, including free checking with no minimum balance and hundreds of free ATMs. Membership is easy and open to anyone in 6 counties around the Austin metro area, and with 24 branches, chances are there's one near you. Go online and see how easy it is to join Austin Telco today, proud partner of the Texas Stars.
If you're looking for a spot to snag a coffee or beer with a friend, come on out to one of Red Horn's 3 locations right here in Cedar Park. Our original coffee roastery and brew pub sits at Palmer Lane in 1431. Our brewing facility with a coffee shop, tap room, and taco kitchen is just off Scottsdale Drive in 183A. Our newest spot, Ringside Cafe by Red Horn, is our small cafe nestled in the crossover. Open morning, noon, and night. Check our website and socials for hours and events like live music, trivia, and beer and coffee releases. Order roasted coffee directly to your door by heading to our website, redhornbrew.com, and click shop at the top. Never run out of coffee again.
When you're at the HEB Center, 5-Star Event Services is there to secure and protect. Since 2000, we've provided security guards and event staff personnel for more than 40,000 sports entertainment events in Austin, Houston, and San Antonio. Our security guards and event staff are trained and state licensed while encouraging a safe, friendly, and professional atmosphere for our guests, athletes, entertainers, and all. Our license number is B09954. For more information about 5-Star, visit 5starstaff.com. That's with the number 5.
What can you expect from Blue Corn Harvest Bar and Grill? A kitchen where everything is made from scratch with fresh farm-to-table ingredients. And we're chef-owned, which means our heart is here in every order. Our focus is on every plate. We're committed to continuing the legacy of Southwestern cuisine by using only best quality and traditional ingredients to make our tacos, enchiladas, crab-stuffed chicken, blue corn crust crispy salmon, and so much more. Check out our menus online at bluecornharvest.com.
Bond Motor Works is the preferred German auto repair, performance modifications, and tuning shop of the Texas Stars, located just north of the HEB Center in Liberty Hill.
One-timer, he scores! The man cannot be stopped.
For more information or to schedule a service, visit their website bondmotorworks.com, or you can give them a call at 737-307-7007.
We interrupt this call to bring you a special message. The Big New Yorker's back. Say hello to 6 extra large slices big enough to hold more cheese on a crispy, fluffy crust that you gotta fold it just to eat. I mean, you don't have to fold it, just a suggestion. Pizza Hut is the preferred pizza of the Texas Stars. Order online now at pizzahut.com. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Are Texas bugs bugging you? Let veteran-owned and operated Green Pest Guys win the war on bugs. Green Pest Guys uses only eco-friendly products such as essential oils inside, so you don't have to choose between the safety of family and pets or getting rid of those creepy crawlers. When you're ready to conquer those irritating insects, call Green Pest Guys at 512-456-0404 or visit us online at greenpestguys.com. And just remember, at Green Pest Guys, we never surrender.
Fans, now you can experience the AHL like never before with AHL TV on FloHockey. Watch HD quality streams of every AHL game live or on demand from wherever you are, on your desktop, laptop, tablet, phone, smart TV, or OTT device. Visit FloHockey.tv to join now and never miss a moment of AHL action.
This is Michael Caro, and you're listening to Texas Stars Hockey.
Just dazzled in on goal, and somehow Tokarski was able to keep that out of the net. Back come the Stars with numbers. Cameron Hughes has Ritzkovian with him. Hughes, left circle, fire, save, rebound, they score! It ricocheted in after Cameron Hughes was stopped by Tokarski, and Texas goes back in front with their second goal of the night in the final minute of a period. Tokarski's furious. Yeah, Tokarski was upset, and I'm not entirely sure what it was he was mad about. I'm sure he had a reason for it, but the Texas Stars go back in the lead with Cameron Hughes getting his 19th goal of the season in 1946. On that play, the puck ended up going in off of a Chicago defenseman who was trying to scramble back on what was a 2-on-1. Hughes had Ritzkovian with him. The only thing I can think of, there are a couple things. Tokarski might have been upset if he thought that puck went in off of Ritzkovian, as in he had kicked it in, or if it was the previous rush where Curtis McKenzie broke free behind the defense, made a great move, and then Tokarski made the save where he was all sprawled out, and both players, both McKenzie and Tokarski, were kind of slow to get back up. I think he maybe thought that should have been whistled down. But either way, play continued, and as you just heard, Cameron Hughes put his team back in the lead. It's the second goal Texas has scored in the final minute of a period. Justin Ritzkovian at 19:52 with the first, with 7.5 seconds left in that opening frame from Blumel and Caro, and then Cameron Hughes at 19:46 of the second with under 14 seconds left in the middle period from Blumel again. Scott Morrow had the goal in between for Chicago on the only power play of the game through 40 minutes, a Texas Stars delay of game penalty that Morrow scored on, his 13th from Suzuki and Robida at 5:16. Magnus Hellberg has stopped 16 of 17. Dustin Tokarski has stopped 15 of 17. And what has been an interesting game to say the least. We've had a lot of icings, a lot of stoppages of play, and then a few of those chaotic end-to-end moments that we speak of that led to the Texas Stars' second goal. Both teams have had those opportunities tonight, but they haven't been consistent necessarily, but when they've come, it's been entertaining. And of course, the Texas Stars fans are pretty happy that their team has scored 2 late goals to take leads into the locker room. Now they have to finish strong as we get ready for the start of the third. Only 1 penalty in this game. Now they've let a lot of stuff go for both sides. So to the officials' credit, they haven't called anything really. And the only one they called was probably the most obvious delay of game that you'll ever find. You have to call that one, but they've let a lot go on both sides. So we'll see if that continues heading into the third, but Texas has not had a power play yet. let's take a look at a couple of AHL games going on here while we still can. We missed it in the first segment of this intermission. So a couple of Central Division teams for starters. Manitoba played earlier this afternoon in Toronto as a part of that long road trip they're on in Eastern Canada. And the Marlies beat the Moose 2-1 in a shootout. So Manitoba does get a point in that shootout loss. The Iowa Wild have defeated the Grand Rapids Griffins in a shootout 3-2. So Iowa's won 4 straight, including 3 that have needed overtime or a shootout. The Wild beat Milwaukee in overtime last night, and they win at Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids 3-2 in a shootout tonight. So the Griffins get a point, and for the moment, jump into second place with 62 points, but that's pending this Texas game, Texas and Chicago, because the Stars can go back ahead of the Griffins with a win tonight into second place. Milwaukee is idle after losing to Iowa last night. So after tonight's action ends, Texas will still have 4 games in hand on Milwaukee. Right now they trail the Admirals by 3 points in the standings. If the Stars win, it's 1 point with 4 games in hand heading into tomorrow's action where the Stars and the Wolves play again here in Cedar Park. A couple other games going on right now. San Jose leads Henderson 1-0 after 1. Leading scorer in the AHL, former Chicago Wolf and Calder Cup champion Andrew Podorowski with the only goal so far in that game. Rockford is in Tucson trying to avenge a loss the other night, and the Ice Hogs lead the Roadrunners 1-0 on Zach Sanford's goal in the first period. Colorado's up 2-0 at home against Ontario after 1. Bakersfield leads San Diego 1-0 after 20 minutes down in Southern California. Abbotsford's up 6-2 over Calgary at the end of 2 periods. Springfield beat Providence in a shootout 4-3. A lot of shootouts tonight. 2 goals in the losing effort, though, for former Stars forward Riley Tufte. His team picks up a point in the shootout loss. That's your scoreboard update. We'll come back with the start of the third period next. Texas leads 2-1. You're listening to Texas Stars Hockey. Texas Superior Home Services is a family-owned and operated company that provides in-home service to Cedar Park, Round Rock, and surrounding areas. We offer a wide range of services from make-readies and house cleanings to home maintenance and painting. Our goal is to provide quality service at an affordable price, and we're proud to have served the community for several years. Visit www.texassuperiorhomeservices.com for a free estimate today.
Mercy Me is coming to Cedar Park. Introducing Mercy Me Live 2025 with Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Sam Wesley. May 8th at HEB Center. Mercy Me Live 2025 with Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Sam Wesley. For more info, visit mercyme.org.
Teach your kids how to manage their finances with Austin Telco's True Youth Debit Card, rated most respected credit union in Texas for youth accounts by cardrates.com. The card is designed to teach kids the importance of responsible debit card usage. With unique features like a daily spending limit and a cap on the number of transactions allowed per, you can trust that their money is safe. Visit aatfcu.org to learn more. Austin Telco. True youth accounts, designed for kids, tools for parents, federally insured by NCUA.
Everyone deserves a little something to themselves. That's why we created new Pizza Hut Melts. Treat yourself to crispy, dippable melts stacked with flavor that's just for you, because you can't spell melts without me. Trust me, we tried. Tried in 4 mouth-watering recipes, from pepperoni lovers to chicken bacon parmesan, meat lovers to buffalo chicken, each with their own sauce that you can double dip all you want, because you're not sharing this thing. Pizza Hut is the preferred pizza of the Texas Stars. Order online now at pizzahut.com.
This is Alex Petrovic. Now back to JP for more Texas Stars hockey.
Teams are back and ready for the start of the third period here at the HEB Center at Cedar Park in front of over 6,400 fans on this Saturday night. Texas Stars lead the Chicago Wolves 2-1 after 2. Stars will skate left to right in the third, Wolves right to left as you follow along, and we are underway in the third period here in the AHL's Game of the Week on FloHockey. They're announcing the Stars' goal late there in that second period right now, and again it was Cameron Hughes getting his 19th of the season from Matej Blumel. 2 assists in this game from Blumel, and coming into the night, He was tied for 6th in the AHL in points. He would be 3rd right now. If nobody else on the league leaderboard picked up a point tonight, he would be 2 points away from Andrew Podorowski. But as we already mentioned, Podorowski scored in that San Jose game that's going on right now. But Blumel, 49 points. Here's Strangis into the offensive zone. Shoots! Fought off by Tokarski. It caught him up high. Here's Strangis again on the right wing. Sweeps it over to Romano. To the point for Capobianco, and that's knocked away by Bradley Nadeau. Here come the Wolves with numbers, 3-on-1. Morrow shoots one wide of the Stars net. Hellberg might have got his right pad on it. Then a quick shot from Yaska's kicked out by Hellberg. And Strangis gets it back to center for Hughes. Here's Strangis, stick handling, firing, and a glove stop by Tokarski, but he didn't have control of it. Strangis then threw one back across the crease that Morrow intercepts and lobs out. Into the Texas zone offside was Bradley Nadeau. And the faceoff will come back outside the Texas Stars zone. 18:43 left in the third. Shots are 20-17 Texas with the first 3 shots of this third period. Goal scorers again, Justin Ritzkovian and Cameron Hughes for Texas, 2 of their players in the 40-point club thus far. And Scott Morrow for Chicago. He's had a great rookie season on defense. Curtis McKenzie tips this one out. Blumel races after it. He's shoved on the right wing boards but stays on his feet. Now Blumel in a fierce battle with Hamo Salami. Blumel's going to win that puck, but Hamo Salami stayed with it, poked it out, and Slavin will chase. Gavin White gets there first. Led back up the right wing and out to center. Ryan Suzuki will throw it back in. Here's White. Second-year defenseman, long pass across the seam for Blumel at the end of his shift. In front of the Chicago bench, he'll just dump it in and head off on a change. Just over 18 minutes to go in the third period. 2-1 Texas. Chicago with the puck deep in their own end. Here's Joachim Ryan. Up the left wing side and out to center. Semenoff retrieves it now as he'll shoot it right back in. Tokarski slows it up behind his net. The outlet pass hopped over the stick of Ertl, who was trying to step up and intercept, and back come the Wolves on the right wing into the Texas zone. Turcotte, he lost the puck as it's chopped out by Kyle Loft. Thrown back in quickly by Fensori. And Hellberg will play it behind his net. Loft will scale the glass. It hops to the center red line where the Wolves control the puck. Legault to Fensori through the middle of the ice. The pass was in the skates of Gunler, followed up by Turcotte. And then this one is shot out of the zone as Chicago will have to touch up onside. 17:15 left in the third period. 2-1 Texas. Blasted in on goal by Fensori. Scooped up by Petrovic, and that one's tipped out of play into the stands. With 17:10 left in the third. It went off a Chicago stick on the clearing attempt. Face-off will stay in the Texas end to the left of Magnus Hellberg. Artu Huru and Nikita Pavlichev are the 2 centers. Pavlichev wins the face-off. Play D to D. Seeley works it in around the Stars net. To the far corner, Luke Chris gathers the puck. Angles it up the left wing and out past Morrow. Now it's a race for it. Seeley beats McDonald there, but McDonald has help from Lind. Seeley got help as well from Morrow. And now Chicago up the left wing into the Texas zone. Felix Unger-Sorum. Unger-Sorum, second-round pick in 2023 by Carolina. He finds Pavlichev, and his wraparound chance came right through the crease all the way up to the left point. Seeley to Morrow. Here's Unger-Sorum. Now Seeley with a shot. Save Hellberg, and the rebound bounced away from him, but it wound up in the near corner. Wagner wraps it around the boards. Morrow on the right wing side. Bounced off a check from Huru, who lost his stick and now tries to kick it up the left wing with his skate, and he does successfully with help from McDonald. Now Wagner had to play it back into his own zone. The Stars are working on a line change. Cameron Hughes' line comes out of the ice. 16:12 to go, third period. Shots even at 20-20. 3-3 here in the third. Stars up 2-1 on the scoreboard. Nadeau into the Texas zone. Drops it back as it's Joachim Ryan throwing it into the slot off the body of Robida and cleared by Strangis. Romano up the left wing for Hughes. Tried to go back to Romano. Stood up for the moment by Hamo Salami. Puck goes in behind the Chicago net. Hughes kicks it to Strangis, angled up top for Petrovic. He'll work it down the wall. Strangis, quick shot, Romano. It's blocked by Joachim Ryan. Romano again, and that splits the defense out to center as Michael Caro has to back it up and avoid Nadeau. Launched right back in, and Tokarski will catch up to it behind the net, and he plays the puck to the near side for Ryan, up the left wing for Yaska. Back to Ryan and across the rink to the right wing side. Ryan and Hamos Salome play catch, and it's Joachim Ryan with it at the moment. Hamos Salome back to Ryan, asking for some movement from the forwards as they complete the line change. Ryan back to Hamos Salome up the right wing, intercepted that time by Blumel. Back to Ryan, and through the middle of the ice, it's deflected in by Josiah Slavin, the Chicago captain, hustling after it, but the Stars come away with it for the moment. It's held in on the poke check, and Capobianco now backs it up away from Swaney. Swaney has help from Suzuki, who pokes it away. Swaney with a shot from the corner, goes off Hellberg, and then Ritzkovian banks it up to the blue line, but not out. Kept in by Legault. Now on the left wing, it's Fensori from the half wall, and that's knocked down by Hellberg. Now a chance, Legault shot wide, thrown back out front, and a save by Hellberg as Blumel catches up to the rebound. Pushed around the boards, back to the blue line, Legault. Right wing side, Slavin into the circle, and a great play by Ritzkovian to pick off that pass for Swaney. Stars needed a change, and they'll get one now. 14:22 to go in the third. Fensori on the drop pass from Legault. Stick handles over to the right wing side, and then it's taken away by Caro and bounced all the way back down the ice as Seeley will catch up to it before it makes it to the corner. Justin Ertl on the ice now on the forecheck with Semenov and Becker. As Fensori waits to act. Seeley. Seeley angles it up the left or the right wing. Brindamore got a piece of it, hustling after it's Gunler. Gunler gets to the puck, right wing wall. To the point for Morrow. This shot goes wide of Hellberg's net. Justin Ertl on the right wing looks up ice, stick handles, waits, and now sends it across to Caro. Left wing, it's Semenov into the zone. Far corner, Becker's the first man to it. Wanted to go back to Semenov. It's intercepted though, and here come the Wolves the other way. This one's lifted through the middle of the ice. Gavin White tries to knock it down, and it's helped out to center by Semenov. Here's Justin Ertl to the Chicago line, but right to Joachim Ryan. Ryan to Morrow, and up the right wing, it's Unger Sorum. Ertl got a piece of it, and here's R2 Huru fresh off the bench into the offensive zone. Huru to the right point, Petrovic, his shot kicked out by Tokarski. And Pavlichev on the far side just backhands it out as Petrovic's now in a race for the puck with two Wolves close behind. Petrovic spun down, but he got rid of it. And here's Kyle Loaf the other way for Texas. Loaf wraps it in around the Chicago net, right wing corner, Huru. Now in the far corner, the Wolves have some room to escape. And it's brought out to center by Hamos Salome and into the Texas zone on the right wing. Shot in around the Stars net. And this one trickles back out as Fensori gathers it and blasts it right back in. Hellberg tries to slow it up, and now a battle for it. Pavlichev and Loaf in the far corner. Pavlichev still stapled by Loaf. Now he gets some help. Petrovic drives his man into the far corner. 12.5 minutes to go, third period, 2-1 Texas. Puck comes free for a moment, and now it's scooped up by Bradley Nadeau. Behind the net, Unger Sorum. Up top, Fensori. He was handcuffed on the play, couldn't get a shot off. Gets rid of it instead to Legault. Back in behind the net, it's Nadeau, left corner. Bradley Nadeau saucers it to Legault. His shot tipped and a save by Hellberg with Pavlichev in front. McDonald frees it up for Texas. Now Lind. Fensori comes into pinch. Lind got it to the blue line. Nadeau kept it in. Now checked by McDonald, and the play was whistled down for offside with exactly 12 minutes left in the third period. Still 2-1 Texas here in Cedar Park, and we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone coming up after this. It's the AHL's Game of the Week on FloHockey.
Hey Stars fans, Sean Frani Coffee Company is the preferred coffee of the Texas Stars and HEB Center at Cedar Park. Sean Frani Coffee Company offers a wide array of roasts, blends, and coffee drinks. Next time you're at a Stars game, stop by the coffee cart behind Section 104 and try it yourself.
Are Texas bugs bugging you? Let veteran-owned and operated Green Pest Guys win the war on bugs. Green Pest Guys uses only eco-friendly products such as essential oils inside, so you don't have to choose between the safety of family and pets or getting rid of those creepy crawlers. When you're ready to conquer those irritating insects, call Green Pest Guys at 512-456-0404 or visit us online at greenpestguys.com. And just remember, at Green Pest Guys, we never surrender.
2-1 Texas leading Chicago with 12 minutes left in the third period. The Stars with a win tonight would creep closer to first place in the division. They'd be 1 point behind the idle Milwaukee Admirals, and the Stars still have 4 games in hand. Chicago in fourth place right now, solidly in fourth, leading Rockford by 8 points with games in hand on the Ice Hogs, so a comfortable spot for the Wolves at the moment. But if you're in fourth or fifth, you have to play in that best-of-3 first-round series come playoff time. Luke Chris up the right wing. Anthony Romano will chip it down in to the Chicago corner. Comes back over to the corner. Now Cameron Hughes behind the net. Tried to go out front and caught the back of the cage instead as he's pressured by Morrow. 2 players apiece digging for this one and battling on the back wall. Strong just comes over to help. He has it in the right circle. Up top for Chris. A shot, stick saved by Tokarski. And the puck winds up in the far corner. Morrow and Hughes continuing to fight at the side of the net, and they're letting him go at the moment. Meanwhile, play goes up the ice the other way. Into the offensive zone comes Juha Jaska for Chicago, and Jaska tries to cycle it into the left circle. Robida back to Jaska, and that shot's blocked on the play by Romano, and here come the Stars with numbers if they hurry. Hughes over to Strangis. Chicago cancels it out. Strangis drops it back to Hughes. He's exhausted at the end of a long physical shift. Puck goes in behind the Wolves net. Far corner, McKenzie wanted to go out front to Strangis. It caught a skate and is lifted back to the line, held in by Michael Carroll. 10:45 to go in the third period, 2-1 Texas. Amos Salome. Ryan up the right wing boards and out to center and in stride, carried in by Swaney. Swaney sharp angle shot, fought off by Hellberg. Rebound is knocked out of the air. The Stars come away with the puck cleanly. And here's Ritzkovian reversing it to Carroll. Carroll avoiding Swaney. Up the left wing and out for Ritzkovian. Splitting the defense was Blumel, but Fensori got a piece of the puck and it goes down into the far corner. Blumel stays with it with Ritzkovian. Now McKenzie on the left wing up top to Michael Carroll. Carroll shot tipped, and it's knocked a rebound. They score! Curtis McKenzie! The Stars captain scores against his old team, and a huge insurance goal after Tokarski stopped the initial shot from Michael Carroll that was tipped. Curtis McKenzie buries it. His 13th of the season. Michael Carroll is going to pick up his second point of the night with an assist there. And Texas has their biggest lead of the weekend so far, 3-1 with 10:09 to go. Time of the goal will be 9:51. We'll see if Ritzkovian or Blumel picks up the primary assist, depending on who tipped that Michael Carroll shot before McKenzie cleaned up the rebound. 3-1 at the midway point of the third. Back out to center. Here's Semenoff, and he'll lob it right back in. Well, Curtis McKenzie was denied in the second period on one of the fancier plays you'll ever see him make. He thought he was Connor McDavid for a second. This one was a prototypical Curtis McKenzie goal in front of the net where he loves to camp out, and he picked up that rebound and stuffed it past Tokarski and into the net to give his team a 2-goal cushion. 9.5 minutes to go, third period. 3-1 Texas. Noel Gunler on the left wing. That caught Turcotte, pushed into the offensive zone momentarily by Gunler and quickly played right back out. Well, Michael Carroll with his first multi-point game of the season. Justin Ritzkovian has 2 points as well. That top line has been the difference for Texas. Up top here is Ronan Seeley. Swings it to Scott Morrow, top of the right circle. Morrow skating around the perimeter, centering and firing, and Hellberg makes the blocker save. On the left wing, it's thrown down to the corner by Unger Sorum. And this pass from Brindamore goes past everybody, and that will force Seeley to hustle back and retrieve the puck. 8:40 left here in the third period in Cedar Park. Third game of an 8-game season series, first of 5 between these two teams in the month of March. Texas looking for that first win against Chicago this season, and the Wolves are offside at the Stars' blue line. 8:27 left here in this third period. Curtis McKenzie's 13th goal of the season, the AHL All-Star and Texas Stars captain, who at one time was a Chicago Wolves captain, scores against his old team at 9:51 from Ritzkovian and Carroll to give Texas some insurance. We're back after this. It's the AHL's Game of the Week on FloHockey.
What can you expect from Blue Corn Harvest Bar and Grill? A kitchen where everything is made from scratch with fresh farm-to-table ingredients, and we're chef-owned, which means our heart is here in every order. Our focus is on every plate. We're committed to continuing the legacy of Southwestern cuisine by using only best quality and traditional ingredients to make our tacos, enchiladas, crab-stuffed chicken, blue corn crust crispy salmon, and so much more. Check out our menus online at bluecornharvest.com.
Mercy Me is coming to Cedar Park. Introducing Mercy Me Live 2025 with Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Sam Wesley. May 8th at HEB Center. Mercy Me Live 2025 with Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Sam Wesley. For more info, visit mercyme.org.
Texas up 3-1 over Chicago with 8:27 to go in the third period. Some breathing room thanks to the captain, Curtis McKenzie. Ritzkovian with a goal and an assist. Michael Carroll with 2 assists. Matej Blumel with 2 assists. As the Stars' top line of Blumel, Ritzkovian, and McKenzie has been the difference tonight. Only Chicago goal was the only power play either team has had in this game back in the second period. Here's Bradley Nadeau on the left wing. Up top to Joachim Ryan, lunging to make the glove save was Hellberg, who has stopped 24 of 25. That one looked like it was going wide. And so the face-off is going to stay in the Texas zone in front of Magnus Hellberg. Yasko will take the face-off against Huru. Antonio Strangis in the far corner. Angles it to Petrovic, launched up the right wing, all the way down and around the Chicago net. Tokarski will play the puck. This is lifted off the right wing glass. Came back over to the near side for Yaska. Juha Yaska will chip it in cross corner. Nadeau is the first to the puck. Expect the Chicago top line to log a lot of ice the rest of the way, but now a 2-on-1 in transition. Antonio Strangis with Hughes. Strangis to Hughes. The Wolves catch up to the play. Hughes centers into the slot, intercepted by Nadeau, and he rips it back out of the zone. But this one has too much mustard on it, and it's going to be icing on Chicago. With 7:22 left in this third period, faceoff will come back down in front of Tokarski. Well, the Texas Stars and Dallas Stars both play tomorrow night, so lots of opportunities tomorrow to watch some Texas hockey. The Texas Stars and Chicago Wolves face off right here in Cedar Park at 5 p.m. You can get your tickets at texasstars.com/tickets. Up the road, Dallas hosts the St. Louis Blues at 5 p.m. at American Airlines Center. Stars in behind the Chicago net, right wing corner. It's Matej Blumel. Shoved by Fensori. This one's led up the left wing and out by Nadeau, who got a piece of it. Capobianco back in his own end, and he'll wheel back out to center. Up the left wing into the Wolves zone. Tried to work it back. It was in the skates of McKenzie, who spins and fires one wide. Big bounce off the end wall. Bounces back into the left circle now. Controlled by McKenzie. Fed up top to Capobianco. Chris goes to the right wing circle for Ritzkovian and back to the corner for McKenzie. McKenzie cycles it. Here's Blumel. Wanting to go up top. Chris settles it, kept it in somehow. Now Ritzkovian spins away from Morrow. Morrow stays close, and he chips it back to center as the Stars get onside. Ritzkovian swings away at Swaney as those two got into it. Officials are letting everything go tonight. Here's Blumel. This shot blocked by Seeley. Ritzkovian was sandwiched there by a couple of Chicago players, and he was not pleased about it, and he kind of swung his stick around and caught Swaney in the retaliation. The only penalty was a delay of game in the second period. Chicago's onside. It's Gunler. Gunler's pass knocked away by Semenoff, and here come the Stars the other direction. Semenoff through the middle of the ice. Right wing Jack Becker wanted to go back to Semenoff. Knocked up to the point, kept in by Gavin White. Cycled in behind the net at Semenoff. Trying to dodge Legault. Puck is behind the Chicago net. Semenoff stays with it. Now Joachim Ryan at the left wing. His pass misses Yaska. It'll be another Chicago icing. 5:40 left in the third period. Texas is up 3-1. And the goals coming from Ritzkovian, Hughes, and McKenzie. 2 assists for Blumel, 2 assists for Carroll. Scott Morrow has the Chicago goal from Suzuki and Robida. And this one is pushed out to center as Kyle Loft retrieves it at the center red line and dumps it right back in. Tokarski will play the puck. He'll lift it around the glass, skips past Huru, and it's brought out by Gunler, chipping it over to the far side as it's dumped all the way down by Legault. Stars will lead it back up the left wing as McDonald will chase. He gets to it in the far corner as he's wrapped up by Scott Morrow. Chicago comes away with the puck. Dominic Fensori turns and lifts one out, and now Unger Sorum tries to get possession of it, but has 3 stars in the vicinity, and Cameron Hughes will push it back into the offensive zone as Lynn's the first to the puck for Texas. Morrow delivers a couple of checks, knocks Lynn to the ice. Fensori reverses it for Morrow. 4:45 to go in this third period. Luke Chris tries to keep it out at the Texas blue line. Bouncing puck. Chris does knock it out of the zone. Here's Hughes. He'll play it over to Strangis on the left wing into the Chicago end. Strangis dangles down in the corner. Unger Sorum stays with him. Strangis still with the puck. Now Pavlichev in the corner. Fensori frees it up. Near side of the ice, it's Wagner. He'll lift it out. Capobianco knocks it down at the center red line as he stick handles around Unger Sorum. And from center, it's shoveled in by Pavlichev as Hellberg plays the puck behind his net. Up the right wing, it's Anthony Romano. Dumping it into the Chicago zone. It's lobbed back out by Legault. 4 minutes to go. Shots even at 25-25. Texas leads 3-1. Romano deflects it all the way down around the net, and Tokarski stops the puck there. And inching his way out with it is Legault. Here is Justin Robida. His dad, Stefan, played for the Dallas Stars for a number of years. Now is an assistant coach with the Montreal Canadiens. Carried in by Yaska, bounces off a check, and then overskating it was Nadeau, and Blumel's got room to race ahead. He feeds it over to Ritzkovian on the right wing. Into the Chicago zone. Ritzkovian cycles it. Blumel chasing is McKenzie. Morrow with the outlet for Yaska. McKenzie intercepts and keeps it in. McKenzie stick handles over to the right wing. Centers tipped on goal by Blumel. In behind, Blumel looks out front. Blumel for Huru, and that one's blocked by Yaska. Just over 3 minutes left here in regulation. Texas with a 2-goal cushion. Robida on the near boards. Tries to avoid Huru, lost his helmet on the play. Yaska back across center, and he'll lift it down into the Texas end. And now Chris will gather it. Tokarski was headed to the bench for the extra attacker. He's got to go back into his crease, though, as the puck comes back down into his zone quickly. Now it's lobbed out. Petrovic breaks it up at the center red line. Lynn pulls the puck free. To the left wing, it's Hughes into the zone. All the way across, Huru. Sharp angle from the corner, works it in around the net. It's Lynn, left wing side. Lynn centers, and the net had come off its moorings. And the Wolves are going to go after Cole Lynn. I don't know that he knew that the net had come off. The play was whistled down with 2:29 to go in the third period. Lynn does like to mix it up. He's not afraid of some of the chirping that goes on throughout the course of a game, but there's no chance he knew that that net had come off. I think he just spun and blindly threw it at the goal. Yeah, Tokarski kind of fell backwards off balance and kicked that post off. Wasn't anything malicious on Tokarski's part, but there was nobody around him. And so the officials will fix the net. Tokarski had gotten about halfway to his bench when the puck quickly came back down the ice in his direction and he had to backtrack. Keep an eye on if the Wolves can get possession of the puck up ice when they pull Tokarski for the extra skater. Down by 2 here with 2.5 minutes to play. Huru on the dot, he wins it clean. Caro catches up to the puck, 2 assists already. Down low to Lind, Huru right circle, threw it on goal, save Tokarski. And Fensori pushes the puck up the middle of the ice. Slavin's pestered as Hughes kept it in for the moment. And now Sweeney over to Slavin on the left wing, and he'll shoot it in. There goes Tokarski. out for the extra attacker, but the puck bounced up into the protective netting, and the whistle will blow. Depends on where this was deemed to last be played, to where they move this faceoff. Does it come outside the zone? Because it was a dump in from the center red line, and it was bouncing around for a bit, and unless somebody else played the puck before it went out of play, yeah, they're going to move this to the neutral zone. So I don't know if that affects Cam Abbott's decision on whether to come out of this timeout with Tokarski at the bench for the extra skater, or if they start him on the ice and just wait till they get possession of it. But there's 2:08 to go. We have a TV timeout. We'll take one too, and we'll come back and bring you all the way to the finish. It's the AHL's Game of the Week on FloHockey.
Stars fans, Spare Birdie Public House is proud to be the official postgame sponsor of the Texas Stars.
He scores!
Visit Spare Birdie, located on Discovery Boulevard, after all Texas Stars games, and try their special Stars-themed menu items while enjoying upscale dining, gaming, and entertainment.
The comeback is complete, and Texas wins it in overtime.
Go to sparebirdie.com for more information.
Concert information. The Toby Mac Hits Deep Tour. Featuring Toby Mac and Crowder, Kane, Ryan Stevenson, and Terrian. Saturday night, March 8th at HEB Center at Cedar Park. Tickets are available at awakeningfoundation.com. Thanks to Altrua Health Share. The Toby Mac Hits Deep Tour, an Awakening Foundation event.
Final 2 minutes and change here in Cedar Park as the net is empty at the Chicago end. Tokarski to the bench for the extra attacker. Stars leading the Wolves 3-1. Here's a backdoor feed. Oh my goodness! Hellberg the save, but then it trickles in across the goal line. He made what looked like a miraculous save, and then it just trickled behind him and went across the goal line, and it's 3-2 with 1:54 left. So the Wolves get a quick one with the goalie pulled. Nick Swaney has a 4-game point streak now. His third goal in that span. And Swaney has brought Chicago back to within one at 18:06. Boy, had Hellberg held on to that in the trapper, because I think that's where the shot caught him, was on that glove. Had he hung on to that, that was a save of the game, hands down. Maybe the best we've seen Hellberg make, but it bounced out of that glove and then trickled in across the goal line. And Chicago's back to within one. Tokarski in his net again for the moment, but Fensori will blast it in, and there he goes. Tokarski to the bench for the extra skater. Caro wraps it around the boards to Blumel. He bats it out. This will go all the way down. It's going to be an icing, and the whistle will come with 1:36 showing. 3-2 Texas, who has not had a power play in this game. The third-ranked power play in the league. All 3 goals, even strength for the home team. Chicago with a power play goal in the second period and a goal with the extra attacker on here in the third. Tokarski at the Chicago bench, 6 on the ice in white, 5 for the Stars defending. Face off to the left of Hellberg. Petrovic blasts it around the boards. Blumel will get it out, shoots it for the empty net, just missed wide. It'll be another icing as Morrow beat Huru to the hash marks. Well, if you want anyone trying that one in that situation for the empty net there, it's one of the league's leading scorers, Matej Blumel. You don't like back-to-back icings, but you do get a reset, and everybody can come back, catch their breath for this upcoming face-off with 1:28 going. 1:28 left in this third period. Texas leads 3-2. Face-off last time was won by Huru. This time, both centers jumped the gun, so they're allowed to stay, and the linesman will just make everybody reset on the wings. Robidan Huru. Huru wins another one in his own end. Petrovic around the boards. Blumel got a piece of it. Bouncing puck. McKenzie tries to find it. Fensori holds his own. Michael Caro in the corner wraps it around the boards and out. 1:15 left. Morrow in the neutral zone. Fensori winds up, rips it right back in. Far corner. Caro tries to tie it up there with a couple of Wolves ferociously digging away, trying to free up this puck. It comes to the point, held in with the skate by Morrow. Fensori stick handles and lost the puck out to center. And now Fensori regroups, and it hops over the stick of Suzuki. This is going to be icing. Icing on Chicago with 51.8 left. Some bad luck there as the puck hopped over the stick of Suzuki. And Tokarski has to go back in his net. He doesn't have to, but he pretty much has to with the puck right in front of him, face-off circle to his right. It's enough time where if you're the Wolves here, you don't take any chances on the extra attacker at the moment until you get possession of it again. 51.8, plenty of time from that standpoint. So it's 5-on-5 for the moment. Tokarski in his crease as he looks to his right, Ritskovian and Robida. It's a long shift for this top group for the Wolves too in this situation with the extra attacker as they try to find the equalizer. Dumped in from center by Chris. And out from behind his nets, Morrow. Following him to the bench is Tokarski as Fensori lobs it in cross corner. 35 seconds to go. Chicago with it behind the net. Robida looks out front, center, save Hellberg, rebound, jamming away at it. Hellberg's got it, and now the whistle comes with about 7 bodies in the blue paint. 30.5 seconds left. Justin Robida, who was the hero December 13th against Texas in this building in overtime, tried to tie it up with a sharp angle shot there along the goal line. Hellberg made the save and got the whistle out of it. The face-off will come in front of the Texas Stars goaltender. Now, both coaches have their timeout still. The last one we had with 2.5 minutes left was a TV timeout. And Cam Abbott uses his timeout here, the first-year Chicago Wolves head coach. Last year was coach of Rugla in the Swedish Hockey League and was the head coach there when Leon Bischel arrived back in Sweden. He did not finish out the season with Rugla. He ended up signing with Carolina Hurricanes to be their AHL head coach this year. Abbott drawing up a play on his whiteboard with 30.5 seconds left. Fifth-year Texas Stars head coach Neil Graham also with the whiteboard in his hands as he talks to his group on the ice right now on how to defend this moment. The face-off coming up in front of Magnus Hellberg, his team in front. 3-2 Texas, and a nail-biter to open up this weekend series. 5th of 6 games on this homestand for Texas. Same 2 teams tomorrow at 5 p.m. here in Cedar Park. First, 30.5 seconds left here in the third period. Huru and Yaska are the 2 centers. Huru wins another one in his own zone. It's a battle for the puck behind the net. Couple players aside, it comes free to the corner. Yaska to Fensori, D to D for Morrow. Backdoor to Yaska, he scores and ties the game with 19.5 seconds left. He had a wide open net. The game is tied on 2 extra attacker goals for the visitors. Juha Yaska at 19:40 of the third period with the goalie pulled has tied the game, and these 2 teams are now less than 20 seconds from a second overtime in the 3 games of this season series here in Cedar Park. How quickly the tables can turn. A game the Stars have never trailed is now back to even for the first time since it was 1-1. It's the 3rd tie score if you include 0-0. And we will have 19.5 seconds left in this third period, tied at 3. Shot in by Capobianco. Legault around his net to the near side. McKenzie tries to find it. Chris holds it in for the moment. Now Gunler on the rush up ice. Banks it down into the Texas zone with 4 seconds. Brindamore is the first to it. Behind the cage, Pavlichev. And we will head to mighty fine overtime here at the HEB Center at Cedar Park. Usually it's Texas with the late game heroics we're used to seeing in this building and that late game magic, pulling the goaltender and finding a way to tie things up. But the Chicago Wolves have done it a couple of times this year, and they scored 2 with the extra attacker on in this game in the final 2.5 minutes to force overtime. The final minute 54 scored twice. Justin Robida's 13th from Fensori and Nadeau. Juha Yaska's 8th from Morrow and Fensori. And so we head to OT. 5 minutes of overtime, 3-on-3. And if nobody scores in the 5-minute overtime, we go to a shootout, which is a 3-round shootout. If neither team prevails in 3 rounds, we go 1 shooter each, 1 for 1 until there's a winner. Texas is 5-3 in overtime this year. Chicago is 5-2. And these 2 teams went to overtime on December 13th with Justin Robida scoring the game winner here at the HEB Center. Last time the Wolves went to overtime was February 7th at Bakersfield. And Chicago won that game 4-3 at Mechanics Bank Arena. Dominic Fensori was the hero. The last time the Texas Stars went to overtime, it was on this homestand 8 days ago against the Colorado Eagles. Texas won 3-2, and Kyle Capobianco was the hero. Ritzkovian, Blumel, and Capobianco for Texas to start overtime, skating right to left. Nadeau with Slavin and Morrow. Brindamore was with Slavin and Morrow, and those 2 will head off the ice, Brindamore and Slavin. Now it'll be Nadeau with Robida, the 2 speedsters, the 2 rookies in the top 5 on the AHL's rookie leaderboard out there for this overtime shift. This pass picked off by another one of the top rookies. It's Ritzkovian kicking it into the attacking zone. His turnaround pass was intercepted, and back comes Robida the other way. Robida into the Texas zone. Nadeau in the left wing. Dangles has that one tipped and picked off, and here come the Stars. Blumel up ice with Ritzkovian. Capobianco will join. Ritzkovian, he drops it. Capobianco, saved by Tokarski, as Capobianco was looking for a 2nd straight overtime goal. Tokarski with the save, and the face-off will be to his right, as the Stars will bring fresh legs on the ice. Cameron Hughes, Antonio Strangis, and Kyle Loft. Juha Jaska, who had the equalizer in the final 20 seconds for Chicago, is out there with Nick Sweeney and Dominic Fensori. Cameron Hughes has 2 overtime winners this year, one against Rockford. Was the one he put through the legs back in November, top shelf, that wound up on SportsCenter's top 10. Here's Antonio Strangis. The other overtime goal Hughes scored was against Grand Rapids in December, both at home. Loft avoids pressure from Fensori, skates it in on the left wing. Kyle Loft goes wide towards the net. Loft is poke-checked by Tokarski with the paddle. A veteran play by the goaltender, and back the other way comes Fensori, in on goal, shoots, and a save by Hellberg, caught him up high. Here's Strangis the other way for Texas. He overskates the puck and backs it up now to his blue line. Reverses it for Loft with 3:38 left in OT. Loft to Strangis. Flips it into an open space for Capobianco, his 2nd shift of overtime. He controls the puck as the Stars get a change. Huru comes on. He has an overtime winner. Huru into the zone with Lind. He gets it to Lind, and he chips it just wide, reaching out. That right-handed shot. Lind will skate back to center as he tries to avoid the pressure from Suzuki. Artu Huru blew a tire in his own zone, and now the pressure comes from Unger Sorum, but Huru's back to his feet. And the Finn spins away from a couple of Chicago forwards, couple of Swedes. Open ice collision. Capobianco will get the puck from Huru, left circle, back to him. Huru scores! It's his 6th goal of the homestand. Artu Huru wins it in overtime. Texas takes this one 4-3 as Huru is set up by Capobianco at 2:04 of the overtime period. It's the 2nd overtime winner for Huru. He's now tied for the league lead with 7 game-winning goals as he provides the heroics tonight in Cedar Park. We'll be back with our post-game show after this. You're listening to Texas Stars Hockey. It's the AHL's Game of the Week on FloHockey. Fans, now you can experience the AHL like never before with AHL TV on FloHockey. Watch HD quality streams of every AHL game live or on demand from wherever you are, on your desktop, laptop, tablet, phone, smart TV, or OTT device. Visit FloHockey.tv to join now and never miss a moment of AHL action.
Stream the Dallas Stars games for free all season long on Victory Plus. Victory Plus is a new streaming service giving fans access to live games and exclusive sports content. Watch episodes featuring players and behind-the-scenes moments. Plus, get extreme sports episodes, outdoor shows, and more. Download the Victory Plus app today on your smartphone and smart TV. Learn more at victoryplus.com. Victory Plus, your home for Dallas Stars hockey and more.
If you're looking for a spot to snag a coffee or beer with a friend, come on out to one of Red Horn's 3 locations right here in Cedar Park. Our original coffee roastery and brew pub sits at Palmer Lane in 1431. Our brewing facility with a coffee shop, tap room, and taco kitchen is just off Scottsdale Drive in 183A. Our newest spot, Ringside Cafe by Red Horn, is our small cafe nestled in the crossover. Open morning, noon, and night. Check our website and socials for hours and events like live music, trivia, and beer and coffee releases. Order roasted coffee directly to your door by heading to our website, redhornbrew.com, and click shop at the top. Never run out of coffee again.
For the commute around town or a road trip across Texas, Volvo cars and SUVs have been thoughtfully crafted to elevate every journey with more comfort, more luxury, and more safety for everyone. Volvo cars are made to protect both people and our planet, with all electrified models ranging from mild hybrid to pure electric. Volvo Cars of Austin has